Welcome back everyone. Guys, when it comes to social media promotions and brand awareness, Instagram should be your first choice because stats says that Instagram has over 500 million people as daily active users. But handling your business and engaging with your customers on social media can be a bit of a hassle. So this video is a detailed and comprehensive guide on top 15 Instagram for business automations. But before diving deep into how to set up the workflows of these automations, let us first discuss a few most popular use cases that we have tried and tested for social media and Instagram automations. So let's see here. This is the list. First use case is how to schedule Instagram posts. So guys, this automation is going to pre-schedule the post that you want to share on Instagram, and according to that pre-schedule, your post will be shared on Instagram automatically without any manual efforts. Second one is how to upload Instagram videos on YouTube channel. So this is really popular among our users. Here you can integrate two great tools to engage your customers, Instagram with YouTube, and the videos that you are sharing on Instagram are going to be uploaded on YouTube automatically without any manual intervention. Third one is how to auto-publish your Instagram posts to multiple social media platforms. So here guys, you can connect your Instagram handle with other social media platforms as well, so that your Instagram content will be shared automatically on different social media handles. And next one is how to display most selling WooCommerce products on Instagram. So this is really famous among the e-commerce store owners, and if you want to display your top products on your Instagram handle, you can use this automation. Last one is how to get social media stats weekly on WhatsApp. So guys, if you want to trace your audience engagement, you can use this automation, and your weekly stats of your Instagram interaction with customers will be shared with you on your WhatsApp automatically every week. So these are the few examples of the top 15 Instagram automations that we have created for your business. So if you want to learn all those automations, stay tuned till the end of this video and you'll get everything.
In this video, we will learn how to convert tweets into images and post it on Instagram automatically. So the idea here is whenever a new tweet is posted into your Twitter account, we are going to convert that tweet into the image using this switchboard canvas application. Well, I'll tell you about this application in the video, and automatically post the same image on your Instagram account along with the caption. So this automation is going to be very useful for all the social media marketer and the influencers here. So if you also want to set this automation, come with me and I'll show you the process step by step. So this is my Twitter account where I will post some tweet, and you will see the same tweet will be converted into image and will be posted here on my Instagram account automatically, so that I don't need to post the same thing individually in both the application. And I'm going to do this by connecting these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. It is an integration and automation software. You can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link in the description box. Now first, create your free account from this button. I am already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, that is why I am clicking on sign in and then clicking on access now, and this is how you can reach to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And let me tell you, in the free account of Pabbly Connect, you will also get free tasks to test this automation, that too every month. Let me maximize it so that you can see everything very clearly. Now you will have to click on this blue button, create workflow, and we are going to start creating our automation here. So just provide a random name, enter workflow name here. So I am providing the name as auto post the Twitter data on Instagram. Now click on create and you will see two boxes in front of you. Those are trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. When this happens, do this. Understand with an example also that whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, send an email via Gmail application. According to our use case, whenever the tweet is posted in Twitter application, convert it via switchboard application and then further send the same data to Instagram application. So this is how we need to always select the applications in which we are setting up an automation. And here the first application will be of course the Twitter, since I am going to post the tweet here, and I will then fetch out the data in the Pabbly Connect. And in the trigger event, I want that every time I post a new tweet, the system should trigger. Click on connect, click on add new connection, connect with Twitter and provide the access of your Twitter account. Click on auth app, and this is how your Twitter account will be connected immediately with Pabbly Connect. Now the idea here is, as soon as I will click on this button, you will see the most recent tweet which I have done on my account will be captured here in the response of Pabbly Connect. So instead of clicking on this button, first I'm going to create a new tweet here in front of you and you will see the magic. So here I will click on this button and will post something here as a new tweet. So I'm copying the data and pasting it here, and along with the text I am also going to include an image. So I am uploading this particular image along with this text, and I will finally click on this tweet button. So my tweet has been posted. Coming back to Pabbly Connect and click on this button, and you will see the same tweet will be reflected here. The data for the same will be reflected here, and yes, the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. So here we have the user URL and the user screen name, and we have even other details also. So let me show you the tweet and the image which I have posted on my Twitter account. Alright, you can see it is the same text which I have posted on the Twitter. It is always fascinating to watch the sky change as a new day dawns in. Okay, let me show you, and yes, it is the same content. Alright, so coming back here, and let me even show you the image URL which I have posted. So under this media URL you will find your image URL, and here I am going to actually use this HTTPS. I will open this particular image URL. Okay, you can see the JPG format. Okay, this is the same image. So coming back here, and the first step of our integration is actually done, which was connecting the Twitter with the Pabbly Connect and fetching the data of Twitter in Pabbly Connect so that we can send it to different applications and further create the automation. Now, a lot of users ask me that how they can actually convert their tweets into the image format, and then they want to share the same image on the Instagram. So I'll show you how you can do the same. So with the help of switchboard canvas, I'm going to create an image via the tweets, via my tweets, and in the action event we have a single action event, that is create image. Click on connect, click on add new connection, and for the connection purpose it is actually asking for the API key. So firstly I am going to open my switchboard application, and here I am going to log in. Well, I already have an account, so that is why I'm going to log in directly. After creating an account in Switchboard Canvas application and reaching out to the dashboard, under this template section you will actually find your API key. Click on this button, view your API key, and copy your API key and paste it here, and this is how you can actually connect your Switchboard Canvas account with the Pabbly Connect. Now the very first thing it will ask you to select the template. Well, the template you created in Switchboard Canvas to create an image from. So I will go back to my Switchboard Canvas account, and here I am going to create a new template in front of you and give any random name. So I am giving the name as template for my Instagram account. Okay, so this is the name of the template. Click on OK. And the image which I am about to post on Instagram, I want the text, the image, and a nice background color. So from here I will change the background color. So how about we take a light background color in the image which will go with every image or text. So I will take this light blue color, which I'm expecting that it will go with all the captions and all the images. Okay, so this is my final background color, and from this above button I will select this image, and you will see the image part will be immediately added. So let us adjust the size of this image. So how about I keep it this particular size, and along with the image I also want some kind of text in my image. So from here I will actually choose the text, and I have placed this text here exactly, and in case you want to do the formatting of your text, you can actually do the same right from here. So how about I maximize this content box, and from the left hand side, sorry, from the right hand side, I will also define the maximum font size as 180. And how about I choose the different font family so that my image will look even better. So I am using this particular font family in my image. So I have this image and the text in my image, and you can see I have this text one and the image one, and the name of my template is actually the template for the Instagram account. Okay, now you just have to save this template and come back to Pabbly Connect, and here you will have to select the same template after refreshing this particular field, basically the template field. Well, you can see the latest template which I have created is template for my Instagram account, and as soon as I will choose the template, you will see the below fields will be changed automatically. Since I have added two things here, the image and the text, that is why it is showing the image and the text field. And of course you will have to provide the height and the width to your canvas. So how about I provide a standard size 1920 as the width and 1800 as the height of my canvas. And finally it is asking for the image and the text to be appear in this particular template so that the image can be created automatically. So instead of adding the image URL and text manually, I am going to take the same data from the above window in which I have actually received the data. Let me show you where is the image URL. Well, you can see I am going to take this HTTPS URL, basically the media URL HTTPS. Let me even show you this particular image first. Well, okay, this is the same image. I am going to map the same image, and I don't need to copy and paste it manually. Simply search for this particular field and map it. Okay, so read here, enter text or map data, insert the data from the previous step. So how about I directly paste that particular thing, and this is the image URL which I have mapped. And what is this mapping all about? Well, whatever the details you will map here will be replaced automatically, will be changed automatically in real time. Yes, whenever this automation will work in real time, as soon as the new data will arrive here, the same data will be replaced this particular field, and this is how this automation is going to take place. So this is the power of mapping, power of automation. Now it is asking for the text, basically what text you want to post it on your image. So I want to post the same text which I have posted on my tweet. And where is that text? How about I search it directly via this text? Well, this is the text color, and here is the full text. It is always fascinating to watch the sky change as the new day dawns in. Well, I even have this extra URL along with the text. So let me first check what is this URL all about. Okay, so this is actually the URL of my tweet which I have posted. So I don't want this URL in my image. So I'll have to separate this particular thing from my text, because I'm going to map the whole thing and I want to exclude this particular data. So with the help of text formatter, I am going to do the same. So before the switchboard canvas step, you will have to click on this plus icon, and here we will search for the text formatter step. Okay, you can see here is the text formatter feature of Pabbly Connect, and now here in the action event, we will actually search for the split text function. Click on connect, and it is asking the text to spread. Well, I want to spread the text which I have received in the above window, and you can see the same data I can actually access from here. So how about I search it directly with the full text. Okay, this is the text and I want to separate it. Now it is asking for the separator. So I want to separate this content via this HTTPS. So how about I provide the same thing, HTTPS, and it will surely give me the separation separated value. Well, whether you want the first segment or the second segment, well, of course I want the first segment only. So clicking on save and send test request and wait for the response. Well, the response is received, the type is split, and let me check the content. And yes, you can see I have the content. So now onwards, whenever I receive the new tweet here along with this URL, this particular function will automatically separate those values and will provide you the text only. And now finally we can map this text here in the switchboard canvas step. So here exactly I am going to map the same. Well, I'll have to first refresh this particular section. Okay, so I have refreshed my automation. Let me open this, and whether I'm able to see the split text or not, let me check. Okay, you can see the text formatter by Pabbly split text. This is the step, and from here I am going to map my text. Okay, finally clicking on this button, and you will see the image will be created automatically with the help of switchboard canvas application. And here is the URL of my image. Let me open whether the image we have created is actually looking nice or not. And yes, the image is actually looking nice. And how about I also provide the width of my image and the text a little bit larger. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and how about I made few changes in the width and the height of the image. Well, after seeing the image, I think the height is actually quite larger, and even the width can also be adjusted. So how about I change it like 1620 and 1100. I think this height would be sufficient. This height will be perfect. So clicking on save and send test request, and let us check once again this particular image. Okay, so copy the URL, open it in a new tab, and I think now this image is looking really nice. So we are all set to go. Our image is actually ready automatically from the tweet which we have posted in our Twitter account. Now finally I am going to automatically post it on my Instagram account. So again click on this plus icon, and here I will search for the Instagram application. Okay, and instead of choosing this Instagram, you will have to choose this Instagram for business. And in the action event we want to publish a photo, so that is why I have selected the same. Click on connect, click on add new connection, connect with Instagram for business, and provide the access of your Facebook, your Instagram account, and the authorization is successful, and you will see my Instagram account is connected immediately with Pabbly Connect. Well, Instagram account to use, it has been already selected. Now it is asking for the photo URL and the caption. Well, I have just to fetch out my photo URL. I have created my photo automatically. I am going to map the same. Again click here and map your photo URL from the switchboard canvas step. And where is the URL? Okay, let me search for the same, and here is the URL of my image. Now it is asking for the caption. Remember, via the text formatter step, via the split text, we have actually fetched out the text. We have actually separated the text. Let me show you in the response. Okay, so this is the text which I am going to map it as the caption of my image, as the caption of my Instagram. So again click over here, and from this particular step I am going to map my text. This is the result. Clicking on save and send test request, but before that let me first take you to my Instagram account. Okay, this is my account. Now I will click on this button and wait for the response, wait for the image to be posted automatically on my Instagram account, which I have just created automatically. Okay, so the response is received, and I'm expecting the same image to be posted here. Let me refresh my profile, my Instagram account. And yes, you can see the same image has been posted automatically, and here is the caption which I have added, and this is the image which has been created automatically. So now onwards, as soon as you will upload, you will post a new tweet into your Twitter account, the same tweet will be automatically posted on Instagram as well, and you do not have to do anything manually. Once you have created this automation inside Pabbly Connect. You can simply close Pabbly Connect because it is just a one-time process. You need to create this automation just once and everything will work in the backend. Pabbly Connect will take care of all the posting tasks in the backend. In case you want to clone this whole setup, basically you want to clone the workflow into your account, I will attach this shareable link into my description box from where you can actually clone the same workflow into your account, that too for free. And let me even show you my Twitter account. Yes, it is the same text and same image which has been posted on the Instagram along with the caption. So this is how you can automate the posting with the help of Pabbly Connect and Switch Canvas application.
In this video, we are going to see how to add Instagram media details to Notion database. So let's say that you are using Instagram and here every time you create a new post, then you want that automatically it should be created as an item in Notion, which is a note-taking software. Now here, to do so, you have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Instagram and your action application would be Notion. Now how can you do this yourself, integrate and automate this entire process? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two tabs, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and yes, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now, since I'm already an account user here, so I'm going to click on sign in. And here we have reached the all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. So as we do that, here we have reached the dashboard of this application. Again, on the right hand side, you can see the tab create workflow. Let's click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to add Instagram media details to Notion database, which means that every time a new post is posted on Instagram, then automatically the details should be posted on Notion database. So now I'm going to click on create. So here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of our trigger application. Now here my objective is that every time a new media is posted on Instagram, then it should be captured on Notion database. Now Notion is a note-taking software platform designed to help members of companies or organizations manage their knowledge for greater efficiency and productivity. So I'm going to choose my trigger application here as Instagram for business. And the trigger event. So here it would be new media posted in my account. Now here you can see that it is written that this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes, which means that this application has a polling time of 10 minutes. So this workflow is going to run after every 10 minutes to fetch for new data. Now here it is saying that please connect your Instagram business account and select your Instagram business account, then click on save and send test request. So first I'm going to click on connect. And here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Instagram account. So for this, I'm going to choose add new connection and then connect with Instagram for business. So here you can see that the authorization has been successful, which means that Pabbly Connect is now connected with Instagram for business. Now here we have to choose the Instagram account to use, and here I'm choosing the same account. Now let's click on save and send test request. So here you can see that we have received the API response. This is the username. This is the owner ID. If I take you down, here you can see that this is the caption of my Instagram post. So let me first show you the Instagram account and the post that I have just posted. So this is my Instagram account. And this is the post that I have just posted, which says success has no shortcut. This is the media file. So taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here we have got the details and this is the timestamp, which means the time at which this particular post was posted. Now what is my objective? My objective is that every time this media is posted, then automatically the details should be captured on Notion database. So let me show you the Notion database. So this is my Notion dashboard, and here we have got different theme spaces, and within this theme space we have got multiple pages. Now I already have created a page. The name is Instagram post details, and here I have the following column fields: post title, date, the URL, and here I'm going to add another column field which is permalink. So these are the columns that I have already created. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and this time the action application would be Notion. Here it is. Let's click on this, and the action event would be create database item. Let's click on connect. Again, Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Notion account. To do this, we are going to click on add new connection, then connect with Notion. Once we have done that, here we have to select pages. Now these are the various pages. So basically I'm going to select general category. So my page has been created under general theme space. So I'm going to select all the pages and now click on allow access. So here you can see that the authorization has been successful. Now we have to map the following information. Mapping basically means that I have already received this information in the previous step. I'm just going to retrieve it here. Now how do we do it? So here first of all I have to select the database. So see, the name has already been captured, otherwise you could have clicked on this drop down and selected from here. Then the URL. So how do we map? If I click on this, so it will show me the previous step. I'll go here and then I'm going to look for the URL. Here it is. Let's click on this. So basically this is how you map. And now why is mapping important? Because as of now I have mapped this information. So every time this workflow runs and it captures the new data, so the new data will be inculcated here. But if I write this manually, then even when I have got new data, it will not take the new data into consideration. It will only take the manually written data and the workflow will not be a success. Now we have to map the date. But here we have received the date in timestamp format. So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to add an action step, which is a feature by Pabbly date time formatter. Now the action event here would be to format date only. Let's click on connect. Now I'm going to map the date that I wish to change the format of. Here it is. So what is the from format? Here you can see that the from format is the same. Now the to format here would be, let's say I want it in date, month and year, this format. Let's click on save and send test request. So here we have received the date in the desired format. Now I'm going to go down. I'm just going to refresh this connection once. And as I take you down here, I'm going to map the date. So let's go to step 2 and this is the date. Now the permalink. So I'm going to again go to step 1 and this is the permalink. Next we have the post title. Let's go to step 1 and here we can see success has no shortcut. Next is content. So I'm just going to leave this blank. You can, write the content if you wish to. I'm going to click on save and send test request. So here you can see that I have received the API response. So created time, edited time and all the other data is here. So now I need to check my Notion database if I have received this information there. And yes, you can see this is the post title, then the date, URL and the permalink, which basically means that this integration process is a success. But I also need to check this in real time. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go back to my Instagram account and here I'm going to create another post. Select from computer, let's say this. Okay, and this is the ratio that I wish. Let's click on next. Again, yeah. So let's say the caption is green is the need of the hour, and here you can add emojis, location, etc. Let's click on share. Here you can see that your post has been shared. I'm going to close this window. Here you can see that our post is right here in front of us. Basically, the moment this post has been posted, what should happen? Automatically, the information about this post should be posted on Notion. But we also know that there is a polling time of 10 minutes. So now we are supposed to wait for the next 10 minutes so that this information can become a part of our Notion database. So it's been 10 minutes and let's quickly go back to our Notion database. And yes, here you can see green is the need of the hour, this is the date, this is the URL and the permalink, which basically means that our integration process is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand the entire process. So our trigger application was Instagram for Business, where the event was new media posted in my account. Then we had chosen a feature by Pabbly date time formatter to format the date. And then our action application was Notion, where the event was create database item. I hope this is extremely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any other integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us. In this video, we are going to see how to add Instagram post details to Google Sheets. So let's say that you're using Instagram, and here every time you have created a post, you want that the details of that particular post should become a part of your Google Sheets or any other spreadsheet for that matter. Now how can you do that? To do so, you have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Instagram and your action application would be Google Sheets. Now how can you do this yourself, integrate and automate this entire process? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two tabs, sign in and sign up for free. So if you already have an account with us, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and yes, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now I'm going to click on sign in. And here we have reached the all applications page. Since we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect, let's click on access now. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. And a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to add Instagram post details to Google Sheets. So I'm going to name it as add Instagram post details to Google Sheets. Let's click on create. As we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action is the response of our trigger application. So here what do I want? That every time there is an Instagram post, the details should be embedded in my Google Sheet. So the trigger application would be Instagram for Business. So let's click on this. And now the trigger event here would be new media posted in my account. Here you can see that it is saying that this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes, which basically means that this application is polling based. So the workflow will run after every 10 minutes to fetch for new data. Now I'm going to click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Instagram for Business account so that it can have access to the information. Let's click on add new connection and then connect with Instagram for Business. So here we can see that the authorization has been successful. Once done, here we have to write the name of the Instagram account which we are using. So it has already selected the account. Otherwise, you can click on this drop down, and then when you have multiple accounts, you can choose accordingly. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So here we can see that we have received a response. Basically, let me take you to my Instagram account, and this is the image that I have recently posted. The caption is success has no shortcut. This is the URL, this is the media file, and my username is Daniels0123. Now taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here you can see that we have received the username. Then the media type is an image. As I take you down, this is the media URL. Then we have the permalink, we have the caption, and as I take you down, this is the time. But we haven't received the time in our normal format. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add another application over here. This is basically a feature by Pabbly which is date time formatter. I'm going to click on this. And now the action event here would be to format date with time zone. Let's click on connect. Now here I'm going to map the information. Mapping means that as I click on this, I have the previous. Now what is my objective? I wish to have the date. So basically I'm going to format date only. Let's click on connect. Now the date required. So for this, I'm going to map the data. Mapping means that as I click on this, it will show me the previous steps. And I have my data here. I'm just going to retrieve it. So as I click on this and go at the last, here I have the date. Now the from format. So this is exactly the same format that I have my data in as of now. Now the to format here would be, I need it in a simple date, month and year format. Let's click on save and send test request. So here you can see that we have received our information. Now our objective is that this information should be embedded in my Google Sheet. So the action step next would be to add the application Google Sheets. Here it is. And now the event here would be to add a new row. So every time we receive, so every time a new Instagram post is created, then automatically the details should be added as a new row in my Google Sheets. Let's click on connect. And here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Sheets account. So let's select add new connection and then connect with Google Sheets. So here it is asking me for the account. Once selected, we have to go down and provide the authorization. So I have clicked on continue, and here you can see that the authorization has been successful. So as I take you down, here we have to again map the data. So we have the following information. I'm going to first select the spreadsheet. So let me show you the spreadsheet that I've just created. This is my spreadsheet, Instagram post details. The name of my sheet is sheet 1. I have the following column fields: username, post caption, date, media URL and permalink. So if I take you back to Pabbly Connect, let's select the sheet. And here you can see that it has already selected the sheet name. Now we have to map this information. You know how to map, but why is mapping important? Mapping is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can capture the new data. Because if I write this manually right now, it will only take the manually written data every time the workflow runs, which basically means that my workflow won't be a success. So now I'm going to click on this, go to step 1, and this is the username. Then the caption. So again, here as I take you down, this is the caption. Now the date, for this I'm going to step 2, and this is my date. Then the media URL, and here we have the media URL, and finally the permalink. So here we have the permalink. Now let's click on save and send test request. So here you can see that we have received the API response, which basically means that this information should become a part of my Google Sheet now. Let me show you. And here you can see that yes, we have received the information, which basically means that this integration process is a success. But we also need to check this in real time. So I'm going to take you back to Instagram, and here I'm going to post another, and here I'm going to create another post. Let's click on create, select from computer. Let's say that this is the file that I want, and I'm going to select the size ratio. Once selected, let's click on next. And now I'm going to give it a caption. Green is the need of the hour. And now I'm going to share this. So here you can see that my post has been shared. I'm going to close this, and as I refresh this page, here you can see that my post is a part of my account now, which basically means that now the information about this particular post should become a part of my Google Sheet. But we also know that there is a polling time of 10 minutes. So now we are going to wait for 10 minutes and then check our Google Sheet. Taking you back to my Google Sheet, and yes, here you can see that the information has become a part of this sheet now, which basically means that this integration process is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So our trigger application was Instagram for Business, where our event was new media posted in my account. Then we had chosen a feature by Pabbly, which was date time formatter, to format the date. And final action application was Google Sheets, where we have chosen our event as add new row. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any other integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us. In this video, we are going to see how to share Instagram posts to Discord and Slack. So let's say that you have your Instagram business account, and every time you create a post there, then automatically you want that the information about that post should be shared with your team sitting on Discord and Slack. Now, how can you do this? For this, you will have to set up some integration between the three applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be Instagram, your action applications would be Discord and Slack. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you already have an account, simply sign in. If you are a new user, then click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in as I'm already a user here. And here it has taken me to the all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect, as we are doing this integration using the Pabbly Connect software. Now here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab, create workflow. Let's click on this. So here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now what is my objective? My objective is every time a post is created on Instagram, then the details of that post should be shared with my team sitting on Slack and Discord. So I'm going to name it as share Instagram photos to Discord and Slack. Let's click on create. Now here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of our trigger application. So I'm going to choose the application, the trigger application as Instagram for Business. So as I do that, here it is asking me for the trigger event. So this is the event that will make my workflow start. So here I'm going to choose new media posted in my account. One more thing, here you can see that it is written this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes. Basically this means that this application has a polling time of 10 minutes and this workflow will run after every 10 minutes to fetch for new data. So now I'm going to click on connect. As soon as I do that, here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Instagram for Business account. To set up this connection, let's click on add new connection, then connect with Instagram for Business. So as I do that, here you can see that the authorization has been successful, which means that now Pabbly Connect is connected with Instagram for Business. And here it is asking me which Instagram account do you want to use. So since I'm using this Daniel's Joe account, so it has already been captured by the system. Now let me show you my Instagram account. So this is Daniel Joe's account, and here you can see that there are different pages. Now I'm going to create a post over here. Let's select from computer. Now let's say that this is the picture that I wish to share with my team. I'm going to select the size. So here is the size. Click on next. Now again I'm going to click on next. Now do I want to give it a description? So let it be green is the need of the hour. So this is my caption for this particular post. I'm going to share this. And here you can see that my post has been shared. So now here you can see that it is there on my page. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to click on save and send test request. As soon as I do that, it will share the last created data. So here I have got the API response, and this is the username, this is the media type. As I take you down, this is the URL, then I have got the caption, green is the need of the hour, and then also I have the permalink, and here is the timestamp. Now timestamp is basically when was it created. But here you can see that it is not in a general format. So what I need to do is I need to change the format. Why? Because if I want to share the details of my Instagram post, I would also want to add the date when it was posted. So I want to change the format. For this, I'm going to choose my next action application, which is a feature by Pabbly datetime formatter. Let's click on this. Now the action event here would be to format date only. I do not need the time, I just need the date. Let's click on connect. and here you can see that it is connected. Now here it is asking me to enter the date. Basically I'm supposed to map this data. Mapping is that when I click on this, it is going to show me the data that is available in the previous step. So I'm just going to retrieve it here. So this is the timestamp, this is the date. Now what is the from format? This is exactly the same format. And what would be the to format? So I can select any format here. Let's select a simple one, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So here you can see that I have received today's date. Now why is it important to map this data? If I do not map this data and write this manually, so every time this workflow runs, it will never capture the new data. It will only take the manually written data and my workflow will not be a success. That is why it is extremely important to map the data. Now once this is mapped, what am I supposed to do? I have to send a message to my team sitting on Discord. So I'm going to add another action step over here. This time the application would be Discord. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to send channel message. Let's click on connect. So here you can see that it has been connected. Now it is asking me for a webhook URL and we have to follow these steps. This is a hyperlink. When you click on this, it will show you how exactly you have to do it. Let me show you. I'm going to take you to my Discord account. I have already logged in there and I have created a page here, Instagram details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this edit channel, and then here we have integrations. Then here you can see webhooks. Let's go and create a webhook. Here you can name your webhook anything. So I'm going to write demo webhook and then copy this webhook URL and then also save the changes. So once done, I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect and here I'm going to paste this. So this is my URL. Now the message. So I'm going to write a new post on Instagram with username. So now I'm going to map this username. Let's go to step 1 and this is the username. Has been posted on. Now I'm going to write the date. So let's go to step 2 and this is the date. So has been posted on this particular date. Then I'm also going to attach the image URL. So I'm going to write now the URL of the image with caption. Now here what was the caption? So let's go to step 1 and this was the caption. Green is the need of the hour. Is now what is the URL? So here it is. And now let's say that I also wish to add the permalink. So the permalink for the same is, and now I'm going to go to step 1 again and this is the permalink. Okay. So basically I have written everything. I'm just going to write regards. Okay, so this is my message. Now once done, here you can see that you can enter the bot name, icon, text to speech, etc. I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. So as soon as I do that, here you can see that the application has been processed. So now I'm going to take you to my Discord account. I'm going to close this and here you can see that the message has been sent to my team sitting on Discord. Now going back to Pabbly Connect, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another action step, and this time I wish to send the same information to my team sitting on Slack. So let's look for Slack here. And the action event here would be to send channel message. Let's click on connect. Again here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Slack account. Let's click on add new connection, connect with Slack. Now here we have to enter the user type. Since our message may contain a video or a URL or an image, that's why we are going to use user. Let's click on save. Here Pabbly Connect is requesting permission to access the Pabbly Connect Slack workspace. So I'm going to go down and click on allow. And here you can see that the authorization has been successful. Now this means that Slack is now connected with Pabbly Connect. And here we have to fill in this information. So first of all, the channel. To understand this, let me take you to my Slack channel. So this is my Slack channel. And here there are various channels. I've already created a channel. The name is Instagram details. How can you create your own channel? So to create a new channel, you can click on this add channels and create your own channel. So I've already added this channel and a few people as guests there. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect and here I'm going to look for Instagram details, the channel that I have just created. Now the message, specify text of the message to send. So I'm going to write a similar message. Hey team, a new post has been posted on Instagram, and then I'm going to write username. So let's map the username. Here it is. Then what do I want to know? Caption. So here is my caption. Let's take this. Then date, step 2, and this is the date. Then I'm going to add the URL, image URL. So for this, I'm going to go to step 1, and then here is the URL. And then if you want, you can also add the permalink. So go to step 1 once again, and this is your permalink. And then I'm just going to write regards. So this is my message. You can also add the image URL here. So I'm going to go to step 1, and this is my image URL. Now the image, alt text, boat name, boat icon, you can fill in this information. I'm going to simply click on save and send test request. And here you can see that a message has been sent. This is the text message, and then we have the URL. So this is my Slack account, and here you can see that yes, a message has been posted, and this is the image. This basically means that this entire integration process is a complete success. Now I need to check the same in real time. And how do I do that? So for this, I'm going to take you back to my Instagram account, and here I'm going to create another post. Let's select from computer, and let's say this time it is about Happy Diwali. Let's open this. Now select the size. I want it like this. Click on next. Again click on next, and now write a caption. So I'm going to write Happy Diwali. Okay, let's click on share. So here you can see that our post has been shared, and this is our post, which means that now the details of this particular post should be shared with my team sitting on Slack and Discord. But we also understand that Instagram has a polling time of 10 minutes. So now we are going to wait for 10 minutes and then quickly go and check if the same post has been posted for my team. So it's been 10 minutes, and now I'm going to take you back to Discord and check. And yes, here you can see that our post has been posted. So this is the username, then the date, and here's the URL and the permalink. So we have received this information. Taking you back to Slack, and let's check. Yes, here you can see that we have received the message here as well. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand exact procedure. So this is an extremely easy integration where our trigger application was Instagram for Business, and the event was new media posted in my account. Then we had chosen a feature by Pabbly, which was datetime formatter, to format the date. And then our action application was Discord, where the event was to send channel message. And the final action application was Slack. Again, here the event was to send channel message. I hope this is very much clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box of this video. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any particular integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us.
In this video, we are going to see how to auto-publish your Instagram posts to multiple social media platforms. So let's say that every time you create a post on Instagram, you want that automatically it should be posted on other platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook group, etc. How can you do that? For this, you will have to set up some integration between these applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So every time a post is created on Instagram, automatically it will be posted on LinkedIn, Twitter and Facebook group. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen.
To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and here we have reached the landing page of the software. On the right hand side, you can see two tabs, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now I'm going to click on sign in. And as I do that, here we have reached the all applications page, where I'm going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect, as we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software. Now here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to auto publish Instagram posts to multiple social media platforms, which means that as soon as I've created a post on Instagram, then automatically the same post should be posted on Facebook or Twitter and LinkedIn, etc. So now I'm going to click on create. And here we have reached another important window which has got two significant events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of your trigger. So here my trigger application would be Instagram for business. Let's click on this. And the trigger event would be new media posted in my account. Here on the right hand side, you can see it is written that this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes, which basically means that if you run this workflow, so this workflow will run after every 10 minutes to fetch for new data. So now I'm going to click on connect. As soon as I do that, here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Instagram for business account. To set up this connection, I'm going to choose add new connection and then connect with Instagram for business. Now here we can see that the authorization has been successful, which means that now Instagram is connected with Pabbly Connect and Pabbly Connect would have access to the information. Once done, here we have to choose the account. So it has already chosen the account. And now I'm going to take you to my Instagram account. So here you can see that this is the home page. This is the name of my account, the username. And now I'm going to create a post here. So let's click on create, select from computer. Let's say that I want to post this, open. I'm going to select the size here, this size, click on next, again click on next. Here let me write a caption, green is the need of the hour. And now I'm going to click on share. So here you can see that the post has been shared. Now I'm going to put a cross and here you can see that it is now visible on my page. Taking you back to Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on save and send test request. As soon as I do that, the last data which was posted on Instagram, the API result will have that. And here you can see the username is this. Then what is the media type? It's an image. This is the media URL. So this is your URL. Then this is the permalink and this is the caption, green is the need of the hour. This is exactly the same caption that we have just posted. And as I take you down, here we have the time. Now this is basically the timestamp, when was this posted. Now what is my objective? That as soon as it is posted on Instagram, it should automatically be posted on different social media platforms. So let's select our action application as Twitter. Now I'm going to click on this and the action event here would be to create a tweet with media. I'm going to click on this and click on connect. Again here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Twitter account. Let's click on add new connection, connect with Twitter. I have already logged into my Twitter account. I'm just here to authorize the app and here you can see that the authorization has been successful. Once this is connected with Pabbly Connect, here we have to map this information. Mapping means that now the message that I wish to write, the URL, the media category, this is what would be posted on my Twitter account. So I'm going to take the information through my previous step. So as I click on this, here you can see the previous step and this is the caption. So this is known as mapping, where I'm not writing anything manually. Why is it important? Because if I write anything manually, it won't be able to take the new data and it will always, even if the workflow will run for the nth time, it will only take the manually written data, which we do not want. That is why mapping is important, so that the new data can be inculcated. So this is my message. Now the file URL, again I'm going to go to step 1 and this is the URL. And what is the category? It is an image. Let's click on save and send test request. So as I do that, now I'm going to take you to my Twitter account. This is my Twitter account. This is my profile. And here you can see that green is the need of the hour. 7 seconds ago, this has been posted here, which basically means that till here, our workflow is going on the right track. Now taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here the next action step, the application that I'm going to choose here is Facebook group. So this is my Facebook group. So let's say that I've created a particular group and here I also wish to send a photo. Let's click on connect. Again, here Pabbly Connect wants an access to the Facebook groups account. So let's click on add new connection, connect with Facebook groups. And here again, we have to confirm the account. Once done, here you can see that the authorization has been successful. So Facebook group is again connected with Pabbly Connect. And now here, first of all, we have to specify the group. So let me show you my Facebook group that I've just created. This is Social Circle. This is a group that I have just created. How do you do that? So if I take you to home, here we have the groups. And you can click on this create new group to create your own group. This is Social Circle. And now here I wish to post the same post that I had created on Instagram. So taking you back to Pabbly Connect, this is my group. Now what is the photo URL? Let's go to step 1, map this information. This is the URL, and then the description. Here I'm going to write the caption. So this is our caption, right? Let's click on save and send test request. And yes, it is done. So taking you to Facebook, and now I'm going to quickly refresh this page. And here you can see that few seconds ago, green is the need of the hour. This has been posted on Facebook group as well, right? And now let's say that I also want to send it on LinkedIn. So my next action application here would be LinkedIn. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to share an article or URL. Let's click on this, click on connect. Again here, let's click on add new connection, connect with LinkedIn. So here you can see that the authorization has been successful, which means that LinkedIn is now connected with Pabbly Connect. Once done, here we have to fill in this information. So the author is Ashi. Let me show you my LinkedIn account. So this is the author, Ashi Rai. And now what is the content? So here I'm going to map the caption. So this is the caption. Now the URL. So here is the URL. And now let's click on save and send test request. You can change the visibility from public to private. Now we have received the API response, which means that now it should become a part of the LinkedIn account. Taking you to LinkedIn. So here you can see as I go to post, green is the need of the hour. This has been posted here. So that is it, which basically means that our integration process is a complete success. But we also need to check this in real time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you back to Instagram, and here I'm going to create another post, select from computer, and this time let's say it is Happy Diwali. Let's select the size, click on next, next. Now I'm going to write a simple caption, Happy Diwali, and now I'm going to click on share. So here we can see that our post has been shared. And now we know that as soon as this post is shared here, automatically it should get reflected on LinkedIn, Facebook groups, and Twitter. But we also know that Instagram, this application has a polling of 10 minutes. So now we are going to wait for 10 minutes, and then we are going to go back to the 3 different social media accounts and check if our data has been posted there. So now I'm going to take you to LinkedIn, and here we are. I'm going to refresh this page quickly, and here you can see that Happy Diwali has been posted. Now taking you to Twitter, again I'm going to refresh this page, go to profile, and here you can see that Happy Diwali post has been posted. Then taking you to Facebook group, I'm going to refresh this page once again, and again here the same post is getting reflected here, which means that our entire integration process is absolutely success. Now let me take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand the entire process. So this was an extremely easy integration. The trigger application was Instagram for Business. The event was new media posted in my account. Then the next action application was Twitter, where the event was create tweet with media. The next action application was Facebook groups, where the event was post photo, and the final action application was LinkedIn, where the event was share an article or URL. I hope this is absolutely clear. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box of this video. You can also clone the same and start processing immediately. Apart from this, if you have any particular integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us.
Guys, in this video, you will learn how you can get the statistics of your social media account on your own WhatsApp every week automatically. So guys, here we are going to connect Social Blade application as the action application. So Social Blade is an analytics tool for social media account, and we are going to connect it with WhatsApp in such a way that every week you are going to get the statistics of all your social media accounts automatically. And we are going to set up this automation without any coding very easily. So let's start. So we are using Pabbly Connect to set up this automation, and this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. I have pasted the same link in the description as well. From here you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account and you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. Okay, so you can just sign up right now, and after that you have to sign in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here like this. And guys, here you have to click on this create workflow button to set up the automation workflow. So here you can give any name. Here I'm giving the name as social media stats weekly on WhatsApp. So after giving the name like this, just click on this create button and you can see your workflow page is loading up here. And on this page, guys, you will see the trigger and the action. So with the help of these two things, we are going to set up the automation. So the trigger here is that event which is going to trigger this workflow, and the action would be the response or the consequence of the trigger. So here in the trigger, first of all, in this use case, you can see we want the statistics of the social media accounts weekly. So we are going to schedule the running of the workflow every week on a particular day, and at that particular day this workflow is going to collect the statistics and send it to you. Okay, so first of all, to run this workflow every week, we are going to use scheduler feature here. So with the help of scheduler feature, you can schedule the running of your workflows according to your will at any given time. Okay, so here it is asking how often you want to run your workflow. So I want to run this workflow every week on a particular day. So I'm going to select this days of the week. So you can select the day of the week. Select this option. Then it will ask for the days. So from this list, you can select the day. Let's say I want to get the stats on Sunday. So I'm selecting Sunday here. And I want the stats in the evening 7. So I'm going to select the time here according to the 24 hours time zone. Sorry, 12 hours time zone. We are here with 7 p.m. Okay. Here's 7 p.m. right now. You can click on save and you can see this workflow is scheduled to run every week on Sunday at this time automatically. Okay, so after scheduling what we want that this workflow should collect the statistics of our social media accounts. For that, we are going to use Social Blade application, which is a analytics and statistical tool for your social media accounts. So for this, we are going to connect Social Blade here in this action step. So from this action step, search for Social Blade. Here it is. And the action event would be get statistics. Okay. Then click on connect here. And from here, select add new connection. And here it is asking for the client ID and the access token of Social Blade. So you can see I am already logged in here in Social Blade application. Okay. And to get this client ID and access token, you just have to right click here on this client ID text and open this in a new tab. Okay. And in this tab, you will find, okay, so it is asking to log in here. Let me log in. All right. And after logging in here, you can see we have this client ID. So you can open it and you can copy it. And you have to paste this ID here like this. Similarly, open the access token page in a new tab. And here you will find the access token like this. You just have to copy this whole text and you have to paste it here in this field. And then click on save and you will be connected with Social Blade like this. Okay. And here it is asking for the platform. So I want to collect the statistics of the Twitter account first, then I'll collect the Instagram account statistics and also Facebook. So right, first of all, I'm going to select Twitter here. Okay. and here it is asking for the query. So here you have to enter the account name. So here I'm going to show you the demo by of Social Blade application's Twitter handle only, because we are using a free account of Social Blade, so it will give you the stats of its own handles only right now. Okay, if you have a paid account, you can enter your handle's name and collect the data. So here you can see, guys, the name of Social Blade's Twitter handle is Social Blade only. So I'm going to put it here, Social Blade. Okay, then click on save and send test request button, and you will get all the statistics here. Okay, so it is showing an error, Social Blade not found. So let me check the username from Social Blade. All right, so actually it is @Social Blade. This is the username. So I'm going to put it here without any spaces, exactly as it is, Social Blade. Okay, let me put it like this, Social Blade. Okay, now click on save and send test request, and here, guys, we got the statistics collected here in this response section. So here you can see when you scroll down, you will get the username displayed as this. Okay, and here this account is created at this date and time. This is the location, and here you can see the total number of followers of this Twitter handle is this, and the total number of followings is this. The total number of tweets are these, and followers growth, here you can see it will give you the followers gained in a single day. Okay, here it is showing -15, that's -17. That means this account is actually losing followers. So last day or yesterday it has lost 17 followers. You can check the statistics on Social Blade as well. Here you can see I have opened the statistics here also, and here you can see at this date 3/12/2022 this account has lost 17 followers. So it is showing you the same here as well. Okay, and in last 3 days this is the stats, in last 7 days these are the stats. Similarly, you can check the tweets growth as well. In last 1 day the tweets growth is 0. In last 14 days this account has published 2 tweets only, you can see here. Okay, and similarly you will find the ranking of this handle, total number of tweets, favorites, everything is here. Okay, followings for tweets. Okay, right, now we got the stats of Twitter. Now it is time to connect with Social Blade again to collect the statistics of Instagram and Facebook. For that, what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to make a new connection again, I'm just going to copy this step. Okay, let me tell you how you can copy the step. Here you can see we have this copy step option here. Click on copy step. Okay, so the step is copied, and now you can paste this step below this step here. Okay, for that you just have to click on this paste step below option, and the same step will be pasted here, you can see like this. Okay, so this is how you can copy paste the steps. So here you can see in this step, now we are going to change the platform. From Twitter I'm going to make it Facebook. Okay, now let's click on save and send test request, and here you will find the statistics of Facebook. Here you can see it is showing you the display name. Okay, here you can see the total likes on Facebook page is this. Okay, these are the people who are talking about this handle on Facebook. These are the growth of likes. Last day this account got only 1 like. In last 3 days it is losing likes, and here you can see all the stats, the ranking, data, daily likes are these. Okay, all right, so this is how you can see the data. So you can compare the stats of Facebook also from Social Blade. Now let me open the Facebook handle of Social Blade here. This is Facebook. Let me type Social Blade and search for it. And this is the Social Blade's Facebook stats. And here you can see the total likes are 44,598. And you can see the same data here, 44,598. Okay, so this is how you can get the data, and you can see the date wise stats as well. So this is the date of 4/12/2022, and these are the likes, and at this date these are the likes, these are the people talking about on this date. Okay, similarly, now we are going to copy and paste this step again to get the statistics of Instagram as well. So I'm copying this step and I'm pasting this step below, and here I'm going to change the platform now to Instagram. Okay, then I'm clicking on save and send test request, and these are the stats of the Instagram account. And here you can see these are the medias posted recently on Instagram. These are the links of the posts. Okay, and here you can see the total media posted from this handle is 85. These are the total number of followers, these are the total number of followings, this is the engagement rank, this is the average likes, average comments. You can check the same here also in Social Blade. Let me change the platform, and the handle name is same. And here you can see, guys, the data is here, and here it is showing the total followers count, the total followings count, and the total media count. And these are the daily stats. You can check for it. Total following count is 78. This is the same. Okay. Total followers 21,156. 21,156. These are the same stats we got captured here as well. Now we got the stats of 3 platforms, guys, and I want to generate a report, a weekly report of these stats, and I want to send it to the WhatsApp of the account holder automatically. For that, guys, I'm just going to generate a report, and for that just click here on this plus icon, and we are going to use Google Docs application to generate a report. Okay, so search for Google Docs here, and the action event would be create document from template option, and then click on connect. From here select add new connection, then click on sign in with Google, and from here choose the Google account by which you have created the documents template or the reports template. Then you have to provide some additional access to your account. Just click on continue. That is completely okay, and you can see the authorization is successful, and we are connected with Google Docs, right? And in Google Docs application, I have created this report template. You can see the name of this template is social media accounts reports, and here's how I want to fill in the details of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, so I have placed these placeholders in double curly braces. So in this placeholder, I want to put the total likes the handle got on Facebook, and the likes in last 7 days. Similarly, total followers of Instagram and the followers gained in 7 days, and in Twitter, total followers on Twitter and the last 7 days growth. Okay, so guys, to place this data here, we are going to select this template here in the template document option. So when you click here, it will show you all the templates you have or the documents you have. From here, select the name of the report template. Then it is asking for the new document's name. So you can give the new document's name as you want. So I am giving the name here as social media weekly report. Okay. Right. And here it is asking where you want to save this report. So I want to save this report in my Google Drive directly in a folder. So here is my Google Drive, and this is the folder I have created named as weekly social media reports. Okay, so it is asking the same here, in which folder in your Google Drive directory you want to save this. So from here, select the folder's name, and here it is asking for the FB likes, FB 7 likes. These are the placeholders exactly I have placed here to get this data filled here automatically. And to get this data filled here, you have to map the details of these things here in this workflow. Okay, so first thing is for Facebook likes. So just click here, and from this first step, let me see where we have connected Facebook. This is Instagram, this is Facebook. So in the third step, we have connected Facebook. All right, So to map the data from the third step, you just have to click here on this field and the previous steps will appear here like this. And from the third step, when you click, you will get the data like this here only. And from here, you have to scroll down and click on the total likes label and the likes will be placed here. Similarly, click here again and from the third step, find this growth of last 7 days from this growth like 7 label and click on it to map it here. Okay. Now it is time for Instagram. Just click here and from this fourth step or the last step, map the total followers of Instagram from this data that you have received. These are the total followers and the followers gained in last 7 days. You will find also here in this data. So here it is, total followers, just map it in last 7 days. Similarly, for Twitter, use the second step and map the total followers of Twitter and the Twitter's following gained in last 7 days. You will find it here in this followers 7 growth label. Map it like this. Okay. So that's how you can map the data. So when you map the labels here like this, what happened in every week when this workflow is going to execute, these labels are going to change automatically according to the data changed in Social Blade, and new report will be generated every time and sent to you automatically. Okay. Now you can generate a test report by clicking on save and send test request button, and a new report will be generated and will be saved here in your Google Drive. Let's check the connection. I am clicking on save and send test request here. And this is the response we have received and a document ID is generated. This means the report is ready. Let's see in the Google Drive. And here you can see, guys, we got the report ready here with this name, Social Media Weekly Reports. Let me open this for you. And here you can see, guys, the data got placed in the placeholders automatically as I have mapped. You can see previously the template was like this. The placeholders were here. And now the generated report is this and the data got placed here, right? Now to share this report, what we are going to do, we are going to click here on this plus icon, and in this action step, we are going to connect with Google Drive because the report got generated and saved in Google Drive only. So search for Google Drive here. All right. And in the action event, I'm going to select this option, share a file with anyone. So with the help of this option, we are going to get a shareable link of the same report that we have just generated. So click on connect here. And from here, select add new connection, then click on sign in with Google. And from here, you have to connect the Google account by which you have the access to the drive where you have saved the report. Click on continue from here. And you can see we are getting connected. All right, so we are connected and here it is asking for the files ID. So you can see, guys, in the previous step, we got this document ID generated in the previous step. Okay. And I'm going to map this document ID here in this field. For that, you just have to toggle this map button to on. Okay. And here it will show you the last steps, previous steps. So from this last step, map the document ID. Okay, like this. And after that, click on save and send test request button like this. And you will get the shareable links generated of the same report. Here you can see, guys, in this response, we got the name of the file. And this is the web view link. This is the RTF link. And this is the HTML link, a PDF link as well. So these are all the shareable links of the same report. So we can use these links. So we got the shareable link. Now we want to share the file we have generated on WhatsApp. For that, just click here on this plus icon and another action step will open up. So from here, we are going to connect with WhatsApp, and to connect with WhatsApp, we need to have the access of WhatsApp's API or application programming interface. And to get that access, we are going to use WhatsApp's own cloud API platform. So before connecting cloud API here, you have to connect your number, your business number with the cloud API setup, and you have to create a system. And after that, you can use it here. So to set up the cloud API system, you can watch the video from the description. Set up your own cloud API system, and after that, just search for WhatsApp Cloud API and select it. And the action event would be send template message option. All right, then click on connect here. and from here select add new connection, and here it will ask for the name of this connection, the token, the permanent access token of Cloud API, the phone number ID, and the business account ID details. So guys, if you want to know more about these things and how to make connections inside Pabbly Connect, you can just click here on this here text written in blue, and you will reach the forum page of Pabbly Connect, and here you will find these two videos. First video is for setting up the Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. Second video is for generating the permanent access token. And here we have written instructions along with screenshots as well to make you understand how you can connect Cloud API inside Pabbly Connect. Okay, so you can learn from here. And for now, let me show you these things in my Cloud API system. So here I am on my Cloud API setup. Okay, this is Meta for developers. And here I am under WhatsApp's getting started page. And here you can see we have this temporary access token. So first they gave you temporary tokens, but these tokens expires in every 24 hours. So if you want to run your workflows continuously, you need to generate the permanent token, and you can watch the video from the description or from this forum page for generating the permanent access token. Okay. After that, it is asking for the phone number ID. So you'll find the phone number ID here as well, like this. You just have to copy it and paste it here. Similarly, you will find the business account ID here. Like this, just copy it and paste it. And after pasting all the things, click on save, and you will be connected with WhatsApp Cloud API. And the connection that you're making here by this process is going to be saved in your account. Okay, so if you want to make the connection again, you can use your saved connections as well. For that, you just have to click here on the select existing connection option, and here you will find the list of all the existing connections that you have. And from this list, you can choose anyone. Let's say I'm choosing this one. And now I just have to click on save, and I'll be connected with Cloud API again. No need to fill all the data again and again. Okay, so we are connected here. And here it is asking for the template's name. So guys, to send messages automatically to many people at once on WhatsApp, we need to create message templates inside the Cloud API. So message templates are pre-created message structures that you can use to send messages. So for this purpose, I have already created a template. If you want to know how to create such templates, you can watch the video from the description. Okay. So this is a template I have created for this purpose, and you can see the preview of this message is going to look like this. Here it is showing Dear Raga. The Raga is a random name of any person. Here is your weekly statistics reports for your social media accounts. In the above report, you will find the last 7 days growth of Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Okay. So this is how it is going to look like, and here the report is going to be attached. And here you can see this is the body of the message, and in this body you can see here we have this 1, 2, 3, 4 placeholders in curly braces. So with the help of these, we can change 4 things in this same message automatically whenever we are going to send a message. Okay. So first of all, you have to select a template's name here like this. So the name is this, you can see social media weekly stats, and the same got selected here. After that, you have to enter the recipient mobile number. So here you have to enter your own WhatsApp number or the WhatsApp number of the person to whom you want to send the report. Okay. And now it is asking for the recipient's mobile number. So here you have to enter your WhatsApp number or the WhatsApp number of the person to whom you want to send this message or report. Okay. And you have to enter this number in this format without any plus sign and with country code. So 91 is the country code for India. You have to enter your country code. Okay. Right. After this, it is asking for the header documents URL. So here in this message template, you can see we have a header here in which we are going to place the document or the report we have generated. And we have the link, the shareable link of the report here in the previous step. Okay, you can see this is the link. So I'm going to map this link here in this field. So you just have to click here and it will show you all the previous steps like this. And from this last step, map the PDF link like this. Okay. Similarly, it is asking for the header documents file name. So you'll get the file name also from the same step, last step. Here is the file name. Now it is asking for the body fields. So guys, to get the things changed in the body fields or the placeholders automatically in the message, you need to map the values of these things inside this workflow. Okay, so let's see first what we have to place in the body fields. So here in the first body field, I'm going to place the name of the person to whom we are sending the message. And here it is saying you will find the last 7 days growth of 2, 3, and 4. That means here you have to place the name of the social media accounts or the platforms of which you have created the reports. So I have created the report for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So I'm going to place it here. Let me place the things. First, here I am going to place the name of the person. Let's say this is any demo name. Here I am going to place Instagram, Twitter. So I am placing all the things in this body fields manually. I'm not mapping the things. So the things that you enter manually remains the same in every message. It is not going to change. Only thing that is going to change here is the link, the report, and the file name. Okay, because we have mapped the labels. Okay. Now you can check your connection with WhatsApp by clicking on Save and Send Test Request, and a test message will be delivered to the WhatsApp number that you have entered here. So I'm going to place my WhatsApp number here just to show you the demo, and let's see how the message is going to look like. So I am clicking on Save and Send Test Request button. And this is the response we have received, and I have received a new message on my WhatsApp. You can see here, and the message is this. All right, and here you can see it is showing, dear demo name, here is your weekly statistics report for your social media accounts. In the above report, you will find the last 7 days growth of Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So from here you can download the report as well, and let me open the report for you. And here you can see, guys, this is the same report that I have created here like this. Okay, you can see the stats 44598. Okay, so this is the same report that we have generated in Google Docs, and it got converted in PDF and shared here on WhatsApp automatically. So this is how it is going to work, guys. So we are done setting up this automation, and you have to set up this automation only once. After that, you don't have to do anything manually in the workflow. After that, this workflow is going to run every week on a given day automatically and send you the report message on your WhatsApp automatically. And if you want to use this workflow, you can use it, because I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description. And you can clone this workflow in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to share Instagram posts to WordPress. Now suppose, guys, you are an online content creator or a business owner, and on a regular basis you are sharing or creating some posts on Instagram and WordPress on both the application, and you are creating exactly same posts. So let me tell you, you can automate this process of sharing the same post on 2 different platforms. So in this video, we are going to set up an automation in which whenever we are going to create a new post on Instagram, whenever we are going to share a new picture with some caption on Instagram, with the same picture and same caption will be created as a new post in our WordPress account as well. That too automatically. Now guys, how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Instagram to WordPress. And then just click on Create. Now we can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window, and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. So the idea here is, first, we have to connect our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect, so that whenever a new post is shared, a new post is created in our Instagram account, we will get the details of that newly created post inside our Pabbly Connect workflow. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send the details of that same post to WordPress so that we can share the same post which we have created on Instagram on our WordPress account as well. With the same image and the same caption, we are going to create a new post on our WordPress site. So let's begin. Now here in trigger window, in choose app, search for Instagram business post. Select Instagram for business. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select new media posted in my account as the trigger event. After selecting our trigger event, click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Instagram for business account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Instagram for business button. And guys, because I have already logged into my Instagram account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and made the connection. After making this connection, the first thing it says is Instagram account to use. So guys, if you have created multiple Instagram accounts, you will see a list of all the accounts over here. Right now, I have only one Instagram account named as Joe. So that's why in the drop down, we are selecting this account. And then after that, when you click on this save and send test request button, the details of the most recent post, the latest post which you have created, which you have shared on your Instagram profile, the details of that post will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So in my Instagram account, I have this picture of microphone and this caption as the last post. So when we'll click on save and send test request in Pabbly Connect, we will see the details of the same post will be captured. And yes, here we have received some response, and in this response, you can see the same details. We have the same username of the Instagram account, we have the same media type, that is an image, and then we have this media URL. So guys, what we are going to do, we are just going to copy this URL from here, go to a new tab and paste it over here. And we will see the same image which we have posted on our Instagram account as a new post is open in front of us. Now after this, here you can see the permanent link of the post. So by clicking on this link, the user can be redirected or shared to the same post. Now after sharing this link, the next thing we have is the caption. That what is the caption we have added in this Instagram post. And we have the whole caption over here. And after that, we have some other details like the timestamp, that at what date and time this post was created and all. So in this way, guys, you can see that the details of a new post being shared on Instagram is captured inside Pabbly Connect. We have all the details of the post. We have the media URL, caption and all. Now what we have to do, we have to send the same details to WordPress so that using these details, we can create a new post on WordPress automatically as well. Now to do so, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, search for WordPress. Select WordPress. And then in action event from the drop down, select the action event as create a post. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now in this window, we have to connect our WordPress account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, here it is asking us for the username or email address of our WordPress account, the password, basically the login credentials of our WordPress account, and also the base URL of our WordPress site. So what we are going to do, you must be having the username or email or the password of your WordPress account using which you log into your WordPress account. And here you have to enter the base URL. And the base URL says we have to enter the base URL like this, like with HTTPS or HTTP, but without the WP admin section. So here guys, let's go to my WordPress URL, and here you can see that it is avoiding to add the WP admin section. So from here, what we are going to do, we are just going to copy this URL of our WordPress site, the base URL, and paste it over here. So in this way, you have to enter your base URL. After that, just enter the username and password and click on save to make the connection. Right now in this video, I'm just going to select my existing connection and click on save. So as we click on save, we can see that using your WordPress account's base URL and username password, our WordPress account is now connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the post type. That what is the type of post we want to create on WordPress. And in the drop down below, you can see a list of different posts over here. So do we want to create just a simple post, a page post, a media post, and all of those things. So I just want to create a simple post. So I'm selecting this post as well. Then after this, it is asking us post title. That what will be the title of the new post which we are creating in WordPress. So I want a same title for all the posts I create using this automation. That title is new product. So guys, whenever a new post will be shared on my Instagram account, using this automation, the same post will be created on our WordPress site as well. and the title of those posts will be new product. Or for example, you can give new Instagram post or something like that. According to your choice, you can give any title over here. Then it is asking us post content, that what will be the content of the post which we are creating in WordPress. So first in the content section, I want to add the image, the photo which I have shared on Instagram. And after that, I also want to enter the caption which I have entered while sharing this photo on Instagram in the same post. Now to add images in post content, what we have to do, we have to use a HTML tag, and it is exactly the same. We have to open the bracket, we have to write imgsrc, that is image source basically, and then equals to, and in single quote, you have to mention the link of the image which you want to add in your WordPress post. So guys, while we received the response from Instagram of a new post, in this response, we have received the media URL of the image over here. So in this response here, you can see the media URL, the image URL. And we have to basically map the same image URL of the image which we have shared on Instagram over here in this post content. So after adding this tag image src equals to in single quote, just click here, and in the drop down, you will see a list of all the responses which we have received from Instagram of a new post over here, can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, select the response of media URL and it will be mapped. After this, just close the single quote, add a slash and close the bracket. So here guys, using this HTML tag, we can basically add or embed some images in our WordPress post. After this, we also wanted to mention the caption as well. We also wanted to add the caption of the image which we have shared on Instagram as well. So just click here, just add some spaces, add some enters, and then from the drop down from the Instagram responses, select the response of caption and map it over here. So in the same way, after the image, the caption will be shared on this post. Instead of this, if you want to add some other data, you can basically add that data as well over here. Now, after creating the post content of our WordPress site, it is asking us for slug and excerpt. So guys, basically you can enter the slug and excerpt for this post over here. If not, you can just ignore it. It will be randomly or automatically generated. Then it is asking us status, that what will be the status of this post. And in the drop down, you can see there are 5 different types of status available over here. So you can basically select any status you want. You can directly publish it, you can create a draft, you can keep it private, in pending or future. So I want to create this post as draft. I don't want to get published directly. I want to create this post in draft and then I'll just make it public. Then it is asking us category ID. And in the drop down below, you can see a list of all the categories of posts which you have created in your WordPress account can be seen over here. So out of all of this, in which category this post falls, you have to select that category. I want to select it uncategorized over here, so I have selected it. Then it is asking us for the tag, and in the drop down, you can see a list of all the tags which you have created in your WordPress account. So whatever tag you want to add, just click and keep on selecting those tags over here. For example, I want to add these 2 tags. First one is testing and other. So I have added it. Now after this, it is asking us featured media ID. So here we have to select that from the drop down, you will see a list of all the existing media you have uploaded on your WordPress account. So from these medias, if you want to share any kind of media with this post, you can select it from the drop down. And if not, if you don't want to share any existing media, just turn this mapping button on and clear this field. And after clearing this field, here the next thing it asks us is the format. So here guys, in the drop down, you can see a list of different formats of post over here. So I want to create a standard post, so I'm selecting standard. Then it is asking us ping status, comment status, authorized sticky. So you can basically change all of those things according to your choice. And after making all of the changes, just click on save and send test request. Now after clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the content which we have mapped over here, basically the same content, the same post which we have shared on our Instagram profile is being shared as a new post on our WordPress account as well, with the same image and the same caption. So let's check it. We will go to our WordPress account. We will go to post section. And yes guys, here you can see that a new post is created with the same name, new product. The same post title which you have added while creating this workflow. Then we have the same status as draft of this post which we have selected. Let's preview this post once. And yes guys, here you can see that we have the exact same image which we have shared on our Instagram, and in content we can see the same caption of which we have added in this image on Instagram post as well. Now this means the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to share a new media, a new post on Instagram account, automatically with the same caption, the same image will be created or added as a new post in our WordPress site as well. So guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation once in real time. Now to do this, just go to your Instagram account and here we are going to create a new post. Click on create. So let's select this post from computer. Let's post this image. Click on open. Click on next. Next, let's add a caption. So I've already copied the caption and this is the caption I'm adding in this post, and click on share. So you can see that just now on our Instagram account, we have shared a new post, a new image with some caption. And we will see within 10 minutes, the same post with the same caption will be created as a new post in our WordPress site. So basically this automation workflow takes 10 minutes to trigger, guys, because the connection between Instagram and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. And as you can see, every 10 minutes, Pabbly Connect will go to our Instagram account to check for the details or the data of new post. So here guys, after sharing this post, we just have to wait for approximately 10 minutes over here. And within 10 minutes, a new post will be created in our WordPress site. So let's wait for a few minutes over here. And yes guys, after waiting for a few minutes, let's go to our WordPress site. We will go to WordPress, refresh this post page once. And yes guys, here you can see that a new post is created in WordPress with the same name, new product, the same status draft. And when we are going to preview this post, you will see that we have the same image and the same caption which we have added just now in our Instagram post. So you can see the same image which we have just now shared on Instagram over here. And after that, you will see in this post, we also have the same caption as the content. Now this means the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working absolutely fine. So not just these applications guys, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
Hey everyone, this automation is very useful for all the YouTubers and Instagram influencer, because in this video I'm going to show you how you can automatically upload your Instagram videos on YouTube channel. So whenever you are going to upload a video on Instagram, the same video will be uploaded on your YouTube channel as well. Want to learn how we can do that? Come with me and I'll show you the whole process step by step. So this is my Instagram account and this is my YouTube channel, and I am going to build a connection in between these applications in such a way that every video should be automatically synced with my YouTube channel as well. And for that, I am going to use Pabbly Connect. Well, it is an amazing integration and automation software, and you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also dash this link into my description box. Now, if you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you will of course have to sign up for free, and in the free account of Pabbly Connect, you will also get free tasks to test these kinds of amazing automation, that too every month. I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I'm clicking on sign in. Then I have clicked on access now, and this is how you can also reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now, firstly, you will have to click on this blue button that is create workflow and simply provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. So I am providing the name as automatically upload Instagram videos on YouTube channel. Now click on create, and then you will find two boxes in front of you. Those are actually trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So whenever this happens, automatically do this. So understand with an example that whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say automatically send an email via Gmail application to the customer. And here according to our use case, whenever the video is uploaded in Instagram application, automatically upload the same video on YouTube channel application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are setting up an automation. And here we are building an automation in between Instagram and YouTube. So that is why the first application here will be the Instagram, and I want that whenever any kind of media is posted in Instagram, this automation should start trigger. So that is why I have selected the same trigger event. Well, I just have a single trigger event only. Now I am going to connect to my Instagram account with Pabbly Connect so that that firstly I can capture the Instagram details here into the Pabbly Connect, and then I'm going to share the same details to different application or to the YouTube application. Now since I am already logged in into my Instagram account in some different apps, so that is why it is simply asking me for the access which I have provided, and here you can see my Instagram is connected with Pabbly Connect. Now as soon as I am going to click on this button, since we are connected, the details of the most recent media will be captured here in Pabbly Connect. So here right in front of you, I'm going to upload a new video. Okay, so here is the plus button, basically a create button, select from computer, and I'm going to upload a random video in front of you. So assume that I'm running an institute and I'm launching a new course. Okay, so I have launched a PHP course and I'm uploading the video for the same here into the Instagram channel. Okay, so you can adjust the video ratio. Okay, so I'll go with the original one, or I can go with different ratio. So how about I go with this alright, 16:9 or the original one. Now I'll be clicking on next, and in case you want to choose any specific cover photo, you can do the same. You can enable your sound from here, click on next, and here you can provide any random text, and here I will provide the text keeping in mind that this video will also sync with the YouTube also. So how about I write something like best PHP course for beginners. How about I keep this particular caption to my post, to my video. Okay, now I'll be sharing the same video with my Instagram audience, so it is getting shared. I'll have to wait for that. Alright, you can see your reel has been shared. Now I'll be coming back to Pabbly Connect, and then I will be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see the details for the same media will be captured here into the Pabbly Connect as a response. So let us check the details one by one. Here we have the username, the timestamp. Here we have the permalink, basically the link of my Instagram reel. Here is the media URL. The media type was actually video, and here is the caption which we have provided at the time of uploading the video. Okay, so let us check that very same video, and here you can see it is the same video. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the first step of our automation of our integration is done, which was connecting Instagram and Pabbly Connect and capturing the data here. Now I would like to post the same data to YouTube application because I want to upload this video on YouTube. So that is I'll go with the YouTube application, and in action event, since I want to upload the video, so that is I'll go with the same, and it is currently in the beta mode. Basically this particular action event is in the beta mode. Now I am going to connect my YouTube channel with the Pabbly Connect. So you can click on this button, provide the access of your YouTube channel, and this is how you can connect your YouTube account with Pabbly Connect. I have already made the connection, so I'll go with the existing connections only. Alright, it is connected. Now it is asking for the ID, the title, the description, video, and other details which are actually required in order to publish the video on your YouTube channel. Okay, so from where I'll get these video details? Okay, so I have just captured the video details from Instagram and I'm going to reuse these details. Okay, so how I don't need to manually copy these details and paste it here. I am going to map them, and mapping is very simple. Okay, so firstly it is asking for the channel ID. Well, I have the channel ID as the demo channel only, so I'll go with the same. It is asking for the video title which I am going to map. So mapping is very simple. Simply click on this particular field and you will find the same data, the above data here in the drop down, and I am going to map the data. So how about I map this particular caption in the title as the title of my YouTube video. Moving further, we have the video description. Well, I do not have received any such kind of data which I can map, which I can provide as a description. So I have two choices. Either I can map the title only into my description, or in case if you want to generate the description for your YouTube video, you can also do the same automatically. But for that, I'll have to introduce one more step. So let me show you how you can do that. And now then it is completely up to you that whether you would like to generate generate the description, or you would like to map your title, basically map your title only into the description. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to generate the description with the help of OpenAI, which is an amazing AI research and deployment company using which you can perform various kind of content generation task with the help of artificial intelligence. So I am going to choose this particular action event, that is generate content. Now I'm going to connect to my OpenAI account with Pabbly Connect, but before that, let me first take you to the OpenAI dashboard. And firstly, you will have to click on this API section and create your free account via the sign up button. I already have an account, so that is why I'll click on this login button. When you will log into the OpenAI application, you will find an option of playground. Here you will have to select this playground section, and as the name suggests, we are actually going to play with the content only. Okay, so you just need to provide a title here and you will see the magic. So let's say I'm providing something like write a story on dog, and as soon as I am going to click on the submit button, you will see the magic that the story will be generated automatically. It will start writing the story based on these instructions, basically based on these settings. And if I will read few lines of this particular story, once upon a time there lived a small black and white dog named Max. He was a very happy and friendly pup who loved to play and explore. So can you see that how an interesting story has been generated automatically? Now let me delete this particular section and I'll show you one more example of writing an article. So write an article on, let's say, beauty tips. Okay, I am going to provide this particular keyword to this, and when I'll click on submit, you will see again that how it has started generating the articles once again. It has started generating the content once again, and not just the article and the content, you can even generate the replies of your comment, maybe the replies for your Google My Business, maybe the replies of the YouTube comment. You can perform various kind of content generation tasks using OpenAI application. You can even generate the images. All right, so this is how you can make use of openai.com for generating the content. And if we will connect this application with the Pabbly Connect with other applications, we can completely automate our blog generating task. Okay, so coming back here, and here I'll show you the settings one by one very quickly. So firstly, it is asking for the model. Well, I always select this text the Vinci 003 model because it is the most capable model in the GPT-3 series. Now moving to the next setting, which is asking for to select this temperature. Well, it controls the randomness of the content, lowering the results in less randomness completion. As the temperature approaches to 0, the model will become more deterministic and repetitive. So as per the instructions, you will have to provide some value so that you can generate a unique content. Coming back to the maximum length, okay, it is the maximum number of tokens to generate. Okay, request can use up to 2048 to 4000 content shared between the prompt and the completion. The exact limit varies by model. Okay, so one token is roughly 4 characters for a normal English text. So let's say you want to generate an article of 1000 words, assume that. So I'm going to provide 1000 via 4 characters because 4 characters is equal to 1 token. Okay, so 1000 divided by 4 is equals to 250. So for generating the content of 1000 articles, you'll have to provide 256 here. Now moving further, it is asking to select the stop sequence, up to 4 sequences where the API will stop generating the further tokens. Okay, the returned text will not contain the stop sequence. So basically you'll have to provide enter a stop sequence. So let's say I provide these 4 characters as my stop sequence, and how it is going to work. Well, assume that you are providing an instruction that write a reply for the YouTube video comment. Okay, and my comment is nice video. And if I want my automation, if I want the system that my content has stopped here only, I can use this stop sequence at this particular place. Okay, so write a reply for the YouTube. I'll have to correct the spelling for that. Okay, YouTube. Alright, write a reply for the YouTube video comment again and nice video, and if I'll click on submit, you will see that it will generate the reply for that. Thanks, I'm glad you liked it. So it has worked as a stop sequence. Moving further, it is asking to select the top P. It controls the diversity via nucleus sampling. 0.5 means half of all likelihood weighted options are considered. Well, you can control the diversity of your content, and you can even read more about the nucleus sampling on the internet. Now it is asking for the frequency penalty, how much to penalize new tokens based on their existing frequency in the text so far, and it decreases the model's likelihood to repeat the same line verbatim. So again, if you want a more unique content, you will have to set a value for this frequency penalty. The presence penalty, how much to penalize new tokens based on whether they appear in the text so far, increases the model's likelihood to talk about the new topics. So again, for the fresh content, for the new topics, you'll have to again provide a value. Best of, well, this is something generates the multiple completion server side and displays only the best. Streaming only works when set to 1. Since it acts as a multiplier on the number of completions, this parameters can eat into your token quota very quickly. Use caution. Okay, so here you can define that what number of copies you'll have to generate for a single content, and among those copies you can actually select the best copy, the best content, the best article. So this is how you can read the instructions and do the settings. Now I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to connect my OpenAI account with the Pabbly Connect. So click on connect, click on add new connection, and for connection it is asking for the token. Well, you can visit this particular link and get your API key, and here you can see a button is provided. Click on this button and generate a new API key, and you can also save this particular key for future reference, for future use, so that whenever you are building the connections, you do not have to generate this API key again and again. Okay, so you can save it. Now I'll be pasting the same API key and clicking on save, and you will see that the authorization will be successful and your OpenAI account will be immediately connected. And now it is asking to select the AI model. Well, as I have just told you that I always go with the text, the Vinci 003 model, because it is the most capable model. Now it is asking for the prompt. Well, please make sure that you are entering the prompt properly. You can check the supported prompt formats here. So what are the prompts? Whatever the instructions I'm going to write here. So let's say I'm writing an instruction as write a YouTube video description for, and here I can actually provide the title of my video, and if I'll click on this view code, you will see that prompt is this particular. Okay, so whatever the instructions I'm providing here in this particular box, in the playground box, considered as the prompt. So here also I'm going to provide an instruction, and in this particular case I would like to provide this particular prompt only. So how about I directly copy and paste it here, and instead of adding the title manually, I'm going to map the title via which basically from the Instagram data, and I'm going to map this particular caption so that I can generate a unique description for that too automatically. Okay, so mapping is very simple. You just need to click on this particular field and you will find the above data here only, as I have just told you. I think I have already told you this. Now let us search for the caption, and here I have the caption. Okay, so write a YouTube video description for. Okay, and in case you want to provide any particular values, you can do the same, but I am going to leave all these fields blank, and you will see that it will automatically take the default value. Finally, I'll be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see that the description will be generated automatically for my YouTube channel. So under this choice is zero text, you will have to check that what is the text they have provided. Okay, so are you looking to learn the basics of the popular programming language? Look no further, in this video will teach you XYZ. Okay, so this is how a very interesting and a nice description the OpenAI application has generated for us, and now I can successfully map the same here into my YouTube step. So if I'll click on this particular field, you will see that the above data is not actually visible here, because for that I'll have to first refresh my automation, or I'll have to save this particular step. So how about I save this step for now? All right. Well, it is asking for the video description and few required details. So how about I just provide a random category ID and the video description also, so that I can at least save this particular step. Okay, so I have provided random details. Now I'll be clicking on this button. Well, again, video URL is something required field. So how about we first map the video URL, and in the video URL also I'm going to map any random details so that at least I can save this particular step. Alright, the data saved successfully, and now after saving the data, when I'll click on these fields, you will see the data will be visible here. Okay, so I'm going to remove this data, and here you can see we have the data from the OpenAI and from the Instagram also. And here I'm going to map the video URL, basically the media URL, which I have mapped here successfully. Alright, okay, I'll have to undo this step. Okay, video description, which I am going to map via OpenAI step. Okay, so let us map the description as well. Alright, so the title is done, the description is done, the video URL is done. Well, currently I'm leaving the tags field blank, but in case you want to generate the tags automatically, again you can do the same with the help of OpenAI application only. Asking for the category ID, so enter the video category ID to be assigned to the video. The category ID can be retrieved using the list of video categories action step. So in order to fetch the category ID, I'll have to introduce one more action step, that is YouTube video. Okay, YouTube application only. Okay, so as per the instructions, I am going to select a YouTube application here, and in the action event, again as per the instruction, I am going to search for the list of video categories. Okay, where are the list of video categories? I'll have to search. Okay, here is that particular endpoint 9. Now I am going to connect my YouTube once again with the Pabbly Connect with the existing connections only, and now it is asking for the country code. So how about I provide the country code of India, since I belong to India. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will see it will provide all the details. It will provide the category ID for every category. Here, if you belongs to the film and animation category, you can add this particular category ID. Okay, so, and if you belongs to auto and vehicles category, you can use this particular category ID. If you are from the music industry, you can add this particular category ID. Well, my channel is actually have the category as people and blog, so I'll have to copy this particular value only, and I have two choices. Either I can map this value, or I can even provide this value manually. Well, if I'm going to provide this detail manually, then also it will not make any difference, because this is something which will remain same, which will not change. Okay, so for now I'm going to map this value. I'm going to add this value manually, and you must be thinking that what is this mapping all about, which I am repeating again and again. So whatever the details I have mapped here will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in the real time, and whatever the details I'm adding manually, these detail will remain same. Okay, so this is the significance of mapping. So what will happen, every time the new video will be uploaded on Instagram, the details for the same will be captured via Pabbly Connect here. Okay, and then these new details will replace these existing values which I am mapping. So that is why I am mapping the data. Okay, finally I am going to click on this button, save and send test request, but before that let us check for other details. All right, so video visibility status, so I would like to public my video. I would like to publish my videos directly, so that is why the video visibility status will be the public, and you can make these changes as per your requirement, and make sure you select this no, it's not made for kids, if your channel is not about the kids. Okay, finally I'll be clicking on this button, save and send test request, but before that read the instructions or check this help guide. Okay, so what exactly it is saying, well, I'll have to wait for this. Okay, so it has the scenario one that if your uploading video size is less than 1 GB, I'll have to maximize it so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so if your video size is less than 1 GB, you'll have to follow these instructions. Let us check for the scenario 2. Okay, so we have the scenario 2 as if your video size is greater than 1 GB. Well, my video is hardly of 2 to 3 minutes, so I'll go with the first scenario. So let us read the instructions. Firstly, it is asking that add an action step step to upload a video? Well, I have already performed this particular action step. Second thing, it is asking that after uploading the video, use the delay by Pabbly action step for 8 minutes. This is the amount of delay after which we will recheck the video upload status. Alright, so whatever the videos you are going to upload on your YouTube channel, of course it is going to take some time in uploading. For that reason, you can apply a delay of at least 8 minutes so that your automation will stop here, delayed here for next 8 minutes, and in the meantime the videos will be uploaded in those 8 minutes. Well, again, it is completely up to you whether you would like to provide the delay, because my current video is hardly of 1 to 2 minutes, so I can even go without delay. But here I would like to recommend that it will not happen always that your videos are actually of only 1 to 2 minutes only. There might be a cases where you'll have to upload the video greater than 1 to 2 MB. Okay, so as per the instructions, again I'll use delay into my automation. Well, delay is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can delay your automations, your workflow, and here I would like to apply the delay of 8 minutes. So value will be 8. Okay, so I have applied a delay. I have delayed this automation for 8 minutes. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and the automation has been delayed for the 8 minutes. Okay, so this particular step has also been done. Well, I have actually forgot to click on this button, save and send test request. So firstly I'll have to do that as well, but I have actually missed the video URL, which is really mandatory. So again, first let me map the video URL. Where is the video URL? Okay, so I have deleted the existing video URL, and now I'm going to remap the video URL. So here we have the media URL which I have mapped. All right, now I'll be clicking on the button once again. Well, you can see the response has been received immediately. Let us check the response. All right, so best PHP course for beginners, this particular video has been uploaded. Let us check for other details, and we even have the video URL, and still we have applied this delay function because sometimes it might take a lot of time in uploading the video, at least few minutes in uploading the video. All right, after applying the delay step, if you still want to check the video status as per the instructions, you can now apply this particular action event. Okay, so to check the video upload status, use this particular action event after the delay step to fetch the final response. So how about I go back to Pabbly Connect, and again I am going to click on plus icon, and here I'll search for the YouTube once again. All right, so I have searched for the same. I am going to connect to my YouTube once again, but before that I am going to use this get video upload status, which is again into the beta mode. I'll go with the existing connection, clicking on save, and this is how it will be connected. Now it is asking for the request ID that you have received in the response of upload video action step. So if I'll click on this request ID field, you will see all of the responses are available here, and I'm going to map the response, basically the request ID, from this particular step, basically from the upload video step as per the instructions. So I have mapped it successfully, clicking on this button, save and send test request, and this is how the uploading of the video has been done. Let us check the status of this particular video. Where is the status? All right, so the status is uploaded and the privacy status is public. Go back to your YouTube channel and let us check that whether that PHP course has been uploaded or not on my YouTube channel automatically with the help of my automation which I have set up inside Pabbly Connect. All right, I'll have to wait, and yes, you can see best PHP course for beginners has been uploaded automatically. Let me check the video URL. Well, it is getting open. The video URL is actually getting open and it is absolutely correct. Let us check the details one by one. So we have the title, we even have the description which we have generated with the help of OpenAI. So this is how now onwards you can now automate the Instagram uploading task, basically the video uploading task from your Instagram account to your YouTube channel automatically. For that, you'll just have to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect once. And after that, what will happen? Every time you're going to upload a video on your Instagram, within 10 minutes, basically every 10 minutes, the system will check for the new media and will upload the details automatically on YouTube channel. And this is how you can create the automation. And once you have created an automation, sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. I'll also attach the shareable link of my workflow into my description box, so that if you want to clone this workflow into your account, simply click on this particular link, sign up for free in the Pabbly Connect, and this is how the same workflow will be cloned into your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to share a WordPress post on Instagram automatically. Now suppose guys you are a blogger and on a regular basis you keep on posting new blogs, new posts on your WordPress site, and you want that whenever a new post is published on your WordPress site, you want to promote that post, so you want to share a Instagram post with the same content, same blog related details on your Instagram profile as well. Now guys, let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So using this automation, whenever a new post will be published on our WordPress site, automatically the thumbnail and the title which we have used in this post, using those details, we are going to create a new post on our Instagram profile as well. Now suppose you have added your WordPress website link in bio. So you can also write a caption like the link is in the bio, and you can mention the title of the post, and you can post the image or the thumbnail of the post as well on Instagram. Now how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name our workflow as WordPress to Instagram. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is, first we have to connect our WordPress account, our WordPress site with Pabbly Connect, so that all the new blogs which we are posting on our WordPress site, we can get the details of all of those new posts inside Pabbly Connect. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send those details to Instagram. So using that blogs or that post image and title, we can create or share a post on our Instagram profile as well, that too automatically. So let's begin guys. Now here in trigger window, in choose app, search for WordPress. Select WordPress. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select the trigger event as new post publish. Just select it. After selecting a trigger event, here you can see that Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our WordPress account, our WordPress site with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, you just have to follow the help text given below over here. So guys, what we have to do? First, we have to install a plugin named as WP Webhooks in our WordPress site. Now to do so, just go to your WordPress account, your WordPress site, and from the left side, just hover on this plugins option. And then by clicking on this add new button, you just have to search for WP Webhooks, that plugin, and then you have to install that same plugin over here in your WordPress site. I have already installed it, so let me show you. So here, let's search for WP Webhooks. And yes, here you can see that this plugin is already installed. You just have to install this same plugin into your WordPress site. And after installing it, what you have to do in the next step, you just have to go to the settings option, and then here you can see WP Webhooks. This option can be seen over here. Just click on WP Webhooks. After clicking on WP Webhooks, you will reach to this page. And then here, after reaching to this page, just click on this send data option. And then just scroll down. And here on the left side, you can see a list of different events can be seen over here. Out of all of these different events, what you have to do? You have to select the event as post created. Just select this event and then click on this add webhook URL button. Now in this box, we just have to give this webhook URL a name and then paste the webhook URL. So for example, I'll name this webhook URL as Pabbly. And then to paste this webhook URL, we just have to copy the webhook URL from Pabbly Connect from here, and then we just have to paste it over here in WordPress and click on Add for Post Create. And it is done. Just now you can see that we have added a new webhook URL in our WordPress site. Here you can see that this is the same webhook URL. And guys, after adding this webhook URL, we have to configure it as well. So we just have to click on these three dots in front of it and then click on settings. After clicking on settings, this box appears in front of us. The first thing it asks us is the trigger on selected post type, that on publishing or on happening of an event of what kind of post we want to get the data in Pabbly Connect. So here guys, we want the details for this post. So just select post over here. And then the next thing it asks us is trigger on initial post status, that what should be the status of the post when we want to receive the data in Pabbly Connect. So we want the status to be published, that whenever a post is published, we want this webhook URL to send data to Pabbly Connect. So after selecting both of these things, we just have to scroll down and click on Save Settings. And then we can see that we have just now saved the settings as well. So we have successfully added this webhook URL in our WordPress site. Now every time we are going to create a new post in WordPress, the details of that newly shared or published post will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So guys, here we are going to do the same. What we are going to do, we are going to create a new post in WordPress. For that, let's go to Post section and click on Add New. After clicking on Add New, let's give this post a title. For example, I'll name this post as Social Media, a blog on social media. This is the title of this post, just a random title. And here, let me enter some content of this particular post. So I have already copied the content, just let me paste it. And this is the blog, this is the post which we are creating. After this, let's add an image to this post as well. For that, just scroll down, come to this featured image option, click on set featured image, select upload the file. So I have this image file which I want to post with this or share with this post. So I'll just upload this over here and then click on set features image. So just now we have also added an image to this post as well. Now after creating the post, after entering all the details of a new post, just click on this publish button. And now we will see that this post will be published on our WordPress site. And it is done. So just now we can see that this post has been published on our WordPress site and this is the URL. When you click on this URL, we will see that it will take you to the page of this same post. So here we can see this is the same image. We have the same title and also the same content, the same post which we have just now created in our WordPress account. So here guys, we will see that a new post is published. And because we have connected our WordPress site with Pabbly Connect using the webhook URL, we will see the details of the same post will also be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So we will go to Pabbly Connect and yes guys, here you can see that a new response is received from WordPress. When you will scroll to this response, you will see all the details of this post. So here guys, you can see the image of the URL of the image of the post. Let's copy this URL from here. Go to a new tab, paste it over here, and we can see the same image which we have added in the post can be seen. After this, here you can see the post permanent link. So this is the link of the post. When you will post this link in a new tab, you can see the post appears in front of us. And this is it. Now after this, when you will scroll down further, we will see other details of this same post as well. Like we have the title of the post, then after that we have the date and time, that at what date and time this post was published. Then we also have the complete content of the post which we have shared and all. Now this means guys, we have successfully connected our WordPress site with Pabbly Connect and received the data of new posts from WordPress in our Pabbly Connect workflow. Now in the next step, what we have to do, we have to share the image of the same post with the post title on our Instagram profile. Now to do so, we just have to scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, we have to search for Instagram. Select Instagram for business. And then in action event from the drop down, select the action event as publish photo. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Instagram for business button. And because guys, I have logged into my Instagram account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and made the connection. Now after making this connection, it is most likely possible that you may have created multiple accounts over here. So from the drop down, you have to select your Instagram account, that on what profile, on what account you want to create or share this post. Then after that, the next thing it asks us is the photo URL. That what is the URL of the picture which we want to post on Instagram. So from WordPress guys, we have received the details of a new post which we have created. And in that response, we have also received the URL, the link of the post thumbnail, the thumbnail image. And we are going to post the same image on Instagram as well. So what we have to do, we have to actually map the same response of post thumbnail over here in this field of photo URL. So here guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and from the drop down below, select the response of the thumbnail URL. So this is the response, just select it and map it over here. After this, the next thing it asks us is the caption. That what will be the caption for this post. So we want to add the title of the blog post, the title of the blog which we have shared on WordPress as the caption. So here we have the response of the blog title. This is it. And we have to map this response of blog title over here. Just click on this field and from the drop down, select and map the response. So here it is. And after mapping this, just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the image URL and the caption which we have added over here, which we have mapped over here, basically the thumbnail image of our WordPress post and its title is being shared as a new post on our Instagram profile. So let's check it. We will go to Instagram and we will refresh our profile page once. And yes guys, here you can see that on our Instagram profile, a new post is being shared. And this is the exact same image which we have added as a thumbnail on our WordPress post. So this is the same image. And here in this Instagram post, we can see that we have the same caption, the same title of the blog or the post which we have added. We have the same title as the caption, a blog on social media. Now this means guys, the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect or between WordPress and Instagram is working perfectly fine. So whenever we are going to create or publish a new post in WordPress, automatically the thumbnail and the title of that post will be shared as a new post from our Instagram account as well. So guys, not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to schedule Instagram posts. So in this video, we are going to set up an automation between Google Sheets and Instagram. And using this automation, you can actually schedule your Instagram post. So what you have to do, you just have to add the details of your Instagram post as a new row into your Google Sheet. And after that, with the same details, like the same caption, with the same image whose link you have added into the Google Sheet, and also at the same time which you have added into the Google Sheet, the post will be shared. A new post will be published on our Instagram account, the same image. Now guys, how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Google Sheets to Instagram. And then just click on Create. Now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. So the idea here is, first, we have to get the details or the data of new post which we are adding in our Google Sheet inside Pabbly Connect. So we are going to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, and here in our Google Sheet, I'm adding the caption, the image which I want to post on Instagram, that image URL, and also I'm mentioning the exact date and time, that at what date and time we want to publish this post on our Instagram profile, and also the status. And after adding all of these details, the same data will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And using Pabbly Connect, we are going to schedule the automation workflow to share this same post on our Instagram profile at the exact date and time which we have entered in our Google Sheet. So let's begin. Now here in our trigger window, we have to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect and get the new post data from Google Sheet. Now to do so, in Choose App, search for Google Sheets. Select Google Sheets. And then in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select New or Updated Spreadsheet row. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we are going to use this webhook URL to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. And how you can do that? You just have to follow the help text given below over here. Just copy this webhook URL from here and go to the Google Sheet where you are adding the Instagram post details. So this is my sheet. After coming to this sheet, just go to Extensions, Add-ons and click on Get Add-ons. After clicking on Get Add-ons, here you will see that we have reached to Google Workspace Marketplace. And here in Search app, we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Pabbly, Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So as you can see, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, this add-on is already installed in my Google Sheets. You just have to install this same add-on into your own Google Sheets account, and after installing it, just refresh your Google Sheets once. This is a very important step. Also, you have to ensure that you have only one Google Sheets account logged in your browser. If you have multiple accounts logged into your browser, it may cause an authentication issue between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So in that case, I will suggest you to use the incognito tab of your browser to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect and adding the webhook URL. Now after refreshing it, once again we will go to Extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here this time you can see that this add-on can be seen over here. Just hover on it and click on Initial Setup. After clicking on Initial Setup, this box appears in front of us, and it is basically asking us three different things. First one is the selected sheet, second one is the webhook URL, and third one is the trigger column. Now here in selected sheet, from which sheet in your Google Sheet account or in your Google spreadsheet you want to send the data. You have to select that sheet over here. So as you can see in the background, right now in this Google Sheet, in this spreadsheet, I have only one sheet named as Sheet 1. That's why by default, it has selected Sheet 1. Then it is asking us for the webhook URL. And here in webhook URL, we have to paste the same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here and paste it over here. And at last, it is asking us for the trigger column. Now here you must be thinking, what is this trigger column? So trigger column is basically the last data entry column of our Google Sheet. Let me explain. So here in the background, you can see that column D is the last data entry column in which I enter any of my data. After column D, in any of the column, none of my data does not exist. So I will be selecting column D as the trigger column. You can actually select C, D, E, F, G, H, any column as your trigger column. You just have to make sure that it is the last data entry column in which any of your data exists, any of your data you are entering. And after selecting our trigger column, click on Send Test. Now when we click on Send Test, here it is showing us test data sent successfully. This means the data of the very first row after the headers. So after headers, we have this row 2 of data with Instagram post caption, image URL, published date and time, and status. So data of this first row is being sent to Pabbly Connect using this webhook URL. So let's check it. We will get back to Pabbly Connect workflow. And yes guys, here you can see that we have received some response. We have received some data. And here you can see that we have the status which we have added in our Google Sheet that was confirmed. Then we have the name of the spreadsheet, spreadsheet ID and other details. Here you can see the exact published date and time, that at what date and time we want to publish this post on Instagram. So here guys, you can see that the same date and time over here. After this, the next thing which we have is the image URL. So here we have the URL, the link of the image which we want to post on Instagram, which we have added in our Google Sheet. And at last, here you can see the caption as well. We have the caption too. And here you can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect and received the data of a new post from our Google Sheet inside Pabbly Connect. Now what you have to do in your Google Sheets account, just click on the Submit button once. And after clicking on Submit, just close this window, go to Extensions, and then go to Pabbly Connect webhooks, and this time we have to select the send on event option. By selecting send on event, we are telling this Google Sheet, we are telling this add-on that whenever in this Google Sheet a new row of data is added, whenever we add a details of a new Instagram post in a new row of Google Sheet till our trigger column, instantly immediately send that data to Pabbly Connect. Now after this, what we have to do, we have to move to step 2. And in step 2, we have to ensure that using this automation workflow, the Instagram post should be shared on our Instagram profile on this particular date and time. The exact date and time which we have entered in our Google Sheet, we want to share the Instagram post on our profile and this date and time. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called delay. So using the delay module, we are going to delay this automation workflow till this date and time. So how it is done, let's see. Now to delay it, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, you have a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called delay. Just select this delay feature over here. And after selecting delay by Pabbly, here the first thing it asks us is how much delay you want to put in your workflow. And in the drop down, we have two options, delay for and delay until. So from the drop down, we want to select delay until because we want to delay this automation workflow till this date and time. So we have selected delay until over here. Then it is asking us delay date. And the help text below it says the date should be in this particular format like this. And it should be in UTC plus 0 time zone only. You can convert any time in the UTC format here. So what it is asking, it is particularly asking us the date and time to be entered in this particular format. And also it is asking us that the time zone should be UTC time zone. So here in our Google Sheet, I have added a specific column of published date and time, and I have entered the date and time in this particular format only. But it is also asking us that we have to mention the date in UTC time zone. But I have entered the date over here according to my time zone. Like I'm here in India, and in India, we follow the Asia Kolkata time zone. So I have entered the date and time of this post to be published on Instagram profile according to my time zone. So what we have to do before adding this delay, we have to actually convert or change the time zone of this date from Asia Kolkata to UTC time zone. So when there will be 3 p.m. basically this date and time is 4th of January 2023 at 3 p.m. 1500 hours. So when there will be 3 p.m. according to Indian time zone, what time will it be according to UTC time zone? So we have to convert this date and time into UTC time zone. And then we are going to map that response or add that response of UTC time zone in this particular format over here. Now how you can convert it in UTC time zone? To do so, we are going to use another feature of Pabbly Connect that is called date time formatter. So before this step of delay, before this feature of delay inside our workflow, just click on this add action step button. And then here in choose app, we have to search for date time formatter. Select date time formatter. And then here in action event from the drop down, select format date with time zone as the action event and click on connect. Now using this action event of format date with time zone, you just can't only change the time zone if you have entered the date and time of your post to be published in some other format, not in this actual format, in some other format into your Google Sheet. Using the same action event, you can actually change the format of the date and time as well with the time zone according to this format asked by delay module. So how it is done? Let's see. So after connecting it, the first thing it asks us is the date. That what is the date and time whose format and time zone we want to change. So we want to change the format and time zone of this particular date. So we have to map this response of date and time over here in this field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down below, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Google Sheets. And out of all of these responses, select the response of published date and time whose format and time zone we want to change and map it over here. After this, it is asking us from format. So from the drop down, we have to select the format that in which format this date and time is present right now. So this is the format, just select it. And then it is asking us to format. So in to format from the drop down, we have to select the same format which was given here in relay module, year, month, date, hours, minutes and seconds. So from the drop down over here, we will be selecting the exact same format, year, month, date, hours, minutes and seconds. After selecting the to format, it is asking us from time zone, that according to which time zone this date and time is present right now. So we have added this date and time according to our time zone, that is Asia Kolkata. So from the drop down, we have to select Asia Kolkata or your time zone over here. And here in to time zone, we have to select UTC over here. select UTC. After selecting two time zone, what we have to do, we just have to click on save and send test request. And after clicking on save and send test request, here we can see that we have received a response of date and time according to UTC time zone. So this is the exact same date and time which we have added in our sheet, but the time zone is according to UTC time zone. Now after getting the same date and time in UTC time zone, we have to map this date and time in this delay module. But because we have added a new data, a new step before this, what we have to do, we have to reselect the delay module in the action step. Just once again select delay module. And then here in delay for, just change it to delay until. And here in delay date from the drop down, just click here. And from date time format responses, select the response of date and time in UTC time format. So we have received some date and time. We have added some date and time in our Google Sheet. And after adding that data, what we have done, we have converted the time zone or changed the time zone of their date and time into UTC time zone. And then we have mapped that response over here. Now just click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, here we can see that we have received the response. And this response is that after this step, this automation workflow will be delayed till the time which we have added in our Google Sheet. Now, after delaying this automation workflow till this time, what we have to do, we want after this, the Instagram post should be published, should be created on our Instagram account. For that, just scroll down, click on this add action step button. And here in choose app, search for Instagram. Just select Instagram for business. Then in action event from the drop down, select publish photo as the action event. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Instagram for business button. And guys, because I have logged into my Instagram account in my browser, here you can see that Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and made the connection. And after making this connection, here you can see that Instagram account to use under this, you can see the same Instagram account which I have created. Now after connecting the account, the first thing it asks us is the photo URL. And in this section, we have to mention the URL, the link of the image which we want to post on Instagram. So from Google Sheet, we have received the link of the image or the photo which we want to post. And we have added the same link into Google Sheet. So from this Google Sheet response, let's map this response of image URL over here in this field of Instagram. Just click here and from the drop down from Google Sheet responses, select the response of image URL and map it over here. And then it is asking us for the caption, that what caption we want to add. So here guys, we have added the caption in our Google Sheet as well, and we have received the same Google Sheet data in Pabbly Connect. So just click here and from the drop down, map the response of caption as well. Now after mapping the photo URL and caption, just click on save and send test request. Now after clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that this image has been posted on our Instagram account with this caption. So let's check it guys. We will go to our Instagram account, we'll refresh our profile page. And yes guys, here you can see that the same image whose link we have added in our Google Sheet over here, you can see this same image is posted on our Instagram profile with the same caption which we have added in our Google Sheet. The same image and caption has been posted. A new post has been created. Now this means the automation workflow which we have created inside Pabbly Connect is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, you can actually schedule the Instagram post from Google Sheet itself. What you have to do, you just have to enter the details of the post with the date and time when you want to publish the post into your Google Sheet. And after entering that data, exactly at that same date and time, this Instagram post will be shared, will be published or created on our Instagram profile. So not just these applications guys, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this exact same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
Hey everyone, in this video you will learn how you can display your most selling products of your WooCommerce store on Instagram automatically. So guys, if you want to promote your most selling products of your e-commerce store on Instagram, this automation is for you, and this automation is going to fetch out the details of most selling products of your e-commerce store, and a displayable image will be created for that product using Switchboard Canvas application automatically, and that same image will be shared on your Instagram account automatically, so you do not have to manually market your most selling products, and it will save your time and improve your business. And guys, to set up this automation, we are not going to use any coding, so let's begin. To set up this automation, guys, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation tool, and this is the landing page of Pabbly, and I have pasted the same link in the description as well. And from here you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account, and you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. So you can just sign up right now, and after that you have to sign in, and you will reach this dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And from here, guys, you have to click on this create workflow button to set up your automation. And here you can give a suitable name to your workflow as well. So I am giving the name here. So I have given the name display most selling products on Instagram, and after this click on create button, and you can see your workflow page started loading up here. And on this page, guys, you will find these two modules, the trigger and the action. So our automations are based on these two modules. So trigger is that event which is going to start this workflow. So when trigger happens, action is going to make perform any action in any other application. Okay, so here in our use case, guys, first of all, we are going to schedule the running of this workflow. Okay, we want to share the most selling products, let's say once in a week or in 15 days on Instagram. So for that, we are going to use scheduler feature of Pabbly Connect. So with the help of scheduler, you can schedule the running of your workflow according to your convenient time. Okay, so here you can see it is asking, and as I have selected scheduler, it is asking how often you want to run your workflow. So here we have many options. You can run it once, you can run it every day at a specific time, you can run it at any day of the week or any date of the month. So let's say every month at any particular date, I want to share the most selling products of my e-commerce store on Instagram. So I'm selecting dates of the month option, and here I'm going to select a date. Let's say at every first of every month I want to share this. So I'm going to select the time as well. So you can select the time. I'm selecting, let's say 12 o'clock. Okay, 12 p.m. I'm selecting, right? And I'm going to save it. So you can see this workflow is scheduled to run at every first of the month at this time. Okay, now guys, what I want after running this, I want that this workflow should capture the details of the most selling product of my WooCommerce store. So for that, we are going to use this actions tab, and here we are going to connect with WooCommerce, and the action event I'm going to use here is get all products. Okay, so you have to select this get all products option. So it is going to fetch the product details of all the products. Then click on connect here. From here, select add new connection, and here it will ask for the consumer key, the consumer secret, and the website URL. So guys, you will find these two things in the REST API section where you have to add a key. So let me show you that. So this is my WordPress dashboard, and here you can see I'm under WooCommerce plugin. So from here you have to click on settings option. And under settings, you will find this advanced tab right here. Click on advanced, and under advanced tab, when you scroll down, you will find this REST API option. So click on REST API, and here guys, you have to add a key by clicking on add key button, and that's how you can create the key. So here you have to provide the description of the key. So I am giving the description as most selling product. All right, after select the user and give the permission as read/write. Okay, then click on generate API key, and your keys will be generated like this. You just have to copy it and paste it here like this. Similarly, copy the secret and paste it here. All right, and here under website URL, you have to enter the website URL or the URL of your WooCommerce or e-commerce store. So we are done here, and here you can see on the top search bar we have this URL. So I'm just going to copy it. This is actually the URL of my WordPress. So just copy this like this and paste it here. So you have to follow these instructions available. This example, you have to copy it without any ending slash. Okay. Now click on save and you will be connected like this. Okay. And after that, when you click on save and send test request button, the details of all the products will be fetched here in the response section. But before clicking here, remember to toggle this simple response button to off so that we can capture the data in advanced format. Why we are doing this, I'll tell you later on. Just toggle this off, then click on save and send test request. So guys, when you fetch the response in the advanced format, it will show you the data in this array of data format. So in this array, we have the details of all the products, their details, their creation date, and the photos as well. Okay, so we have captured the data in this advanced or array of data format because here I am going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect which is called iterator. For that, just click here on this plus icon and another action step will open up. From here, choose iterator. So what iterator will do, iterator is going to segregate this data in one by one form. Starting from the first product, it is going to display the details of first product, then second, then third, and so on. And it is going to run this workflow in the exact same sequence, one by one for each product. Okay. So why we are separating the data one by one? Because we want to display those products only which are most selling products. For that, we are going to apply a filter condition also after this step. Okay, so first of all, select this iterator and then it will ask for choose the array. So here I am going to choose this array, the response label array. Okay, for that you just have to click here and it will show you the previous step and the array right here. Just select it, then click on save and send test request. And here you can see our iteration can support maximum 500 of the records. Okay, right. And here you can see it started showing the details of first product, which is shoes Booma. So it's a shoe type. Okay, we have shoe product on our e-commerce store. So when you scroll down here, it will show you this label as well, the total sales label. So the total sales label shows you how many orders that you get of this product. So right now it is showing 0. So we do not want to share this product on our Instagram. We want to share the product of which we have got at least 100 orders or more than 100 orders. Okay, those products only will be considered as most selling. Okay, so for this I am going to ensure this condition. Just click here on this plus icon and here we are going to use filter option. So with the help of filter, we are going to filter out the products whose orders are more than 100. Okay. And here it is asking select your label. So here I'm going to select this total sales label. For that, you just have to click here. And from this last iterator step, you can select the sales label like this. Okay. And then you have to select the filter type as greater than. And you have to provide the value here as 100. So this filter is going to filter out only those products whose orders are more than 100. Okay, in number, and only those products will be displayed as most selling products, right? So I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see right now it is showing the condition is false because here it is showing that sales number is 0. But in real time, whenever there is a product whose sales number is more than 100, this condition will make true and the workflow will continue. And what it will do after continuing, it will create a displayable image that we can share on Instagram. And to create that image, we are using Switchboard Canvas application. So guys, here you can see in Switchboard Canvas, I have created a template. So this is the template I have created. And here you can see in this template, here is a image element. And this image element is empty, vacant. And here we have a text element, which is also vacant. So we are going to fill in both of these things using our automation, and here our product will be displayed and here the name of the product will be displayed automatically. Okay. So to place this image here, we need to have the link of that product. image link of that product. And here you can see, guys, in this iterator, when you scroll down, you will find this images label, and in this images label, when you open it, you will find the link of the product image, something like this. Here you can see after this src, this is the link of the image of the product. Let me show you. I'm selecting the image link. Let me open it. So this is the image link of this product. This is a shoe that we are selling. Okay. So guys, here you have to fetch out this link from this text. Okay. So to fetch out this link, to use it afterwards, just click here on this plus icon. And here we are going to use text formatter feature of Pabbly Connect to fetch out that link. Select text formatter. And the action event we are going to use is text parser. So text parser is used to parse out a text by giving the text match after or before words. Let me show you that. So just select text parser, then click on connect. And here it will ask for the text from which you want to parse out something. So here I'm going to map this label that I have received here, this images label. Okay. So just scroll down, click here, and from the iterator step, map this images label. Okay. And here it is asking after which word or which integer or which thing, which string you want to extract something. So here you can see, guys, after this double quotation mark, I want to extract this link. Okay. But we have many double quotation marks here, and before the double quotation we have a colon, but we have many colons here. You can see colon, double quotation mark. So here I am going to place src as well. Src, double quotation mark, then colon, then double quotation. And after this I want to fetch this. So I am going to put here src, double quotation, then a colon, then double quotation mark. Okay. And before this double quotation mark, I want to fetch this link. So here in this text match before field, just put this double quotation mark. Okay. Then click on save and send test request. And here you can see in this result label, we got the link fetched out like this. Okay. So now we can use this link to generate a displayable image. For that, just click here on the plus icon. And from this action step, search for switchboard canvas. And the action event we are going to use is this create image. Then click on connect. From here, select add new connection. And here it is asking for the API key of switchboard canvas. So you'll get the key from the templates page of switchboard. So let me show you that page. So here I am going under the template section. And here you can see we have this view your API key button. Click on it. And this is the post type API key we want. So just click on copy and paste this key here. Okay, then click on save. All right, and you can see we are getting connected. Okay. And here it is asking to select the template's name. So the name of my template here is this. You can see popular products. So I'm going to select it like this. Okay. And then it is asking for the width and the height of the image that you want to generate. So I'm just going to use the same width and height as of my template. So when you select your template on the right hand side, you will find this width and height. So you have to put here manually as it is 1919 and 1079. Okay. And here you can select the format of the image that you want to generate. I'm selecting PNG. And here you can see we have these three fields here, image 1, product image, and product name. So here you can see in this template, we have this element variable, the image. So this is the name of this element is product image. And here the text element, the name of this element is product name. And the third element is the background image. So I want to keep the background image as it is. I do not want to change it. I just want to change these two things. So I'm going to map the values of these two things here, leaving this field blank. I'm just going to place the image link that we have fetched out from text parser. So from the previous step, map the image link here in this image field. And for the product name, I'm going to use iterator, and here is the name of the product. Okay. Then click on save and send test request button, and a new image will be created out of this template automatically in front of you. Here you can see, guys, in this response section, we got the image created, and this is the image. Let me show you that. Okay, so here is the new displayable image we got. Here you can see the product's image placed and the name placed. Okay, so now we can share this image on Instagram. For that, just click here on this plus icon and search for Instagram for business here. All right, and the action event would be publish photo, and click on connect. From here, select add new connection, then click on connect with Instagram for business. So it might bring you to the login window, but I have already logged in Instagram, so it got just connected. All right, and now it is asking to select the name of your account. So my account's name is Joe. Okay, and it got selected here like this. And here it is asking for the photo URL. So I'm going to map this photo URL that we have generated using Switchboard Canvas. Here you can give a nice caption if you want, or you can place hashtags. I'm just going to put here most sold product this month. Okay, something like that. Right, now you can check your connection with Instagram by clicking on save and send test request, and this image will be shared here inside your account automatically. Let's see. I have clicked on save and send test request, and this is the post ID generated. Let me show you. Let me refresh my Instagram profile, and here you can see, guys, a new photo is published here automatically, which is the same, and the caption is the same that we have generated using Switchboard Canvas. So we are done here. This is how you can set up this automation, and you can use this workflow as well, as I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to share images from Instagram post on Twitter automatically. So using this automation, you can automate your social media related tasks. Suppose, guys, you are an Instagrammer, and on a regular basis, you share or create new posts on your Instagram profile. Now you want to share the same image as a new tweet on your Twitter profile as well. Now, guys, the manual process of posting the same images on two platforms can be very much repetitive and time consuming. So using this automation, guys, whenever a new post will be created in your Instagram account, automatically the same image with the same caption will be tweeted on our Twitter profile as well. And also with the link of the Instagram post, you can add that link in your Twitter tweet as well. Now, guys, how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Instagram to Twitter. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window, and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. So the idea here is, first, we have to connect our Instagram profile, our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect, so that every time we share a new post on our Instagram account, the details of that post should be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and this automation workflow should be triggered. It should start. And then after that, using Pabbly Connect, we will send the same new post details from Instagram to Twitter so that we can tweet the same image which we have shared on our Instagram profile automatically with the same caption. So how you can do this? Let's see. Now here in trigger window, in choose app, first search for Instagram. Select Instagram for business. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select new media posted in my account. After selecting this trigger event, click on connect and select add new connection. So here, guys, we have to connect our Instagram for business account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Instagram for business button. And we will see our Instagram account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. Now, because I have already logged into my Instagram account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and make the connection. And here guys, after making the connection, you can see Instagram account to use. Under this, you can see the same account that we have created in which we have logged in. Now, after making this connection, when we will click on the save and send test request button, the details of the last post, the details of the most recent post which we have shared on our Instagram profile will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So what we are going to do, before clicking on save and send test request, we are going to share a new post on Instagram. So let's go to Instagram over here and let's create a post. Click on this create button. Let's select a media file from the computer. For example, this is it, Instagram post. This is the picture. Next, let's add the caption. So here guys, I have already copied a caption. Let me paste it over here. And this is it. So after adding this caption guys, as we all know, we have a character limit of 280 characters per tweet on our Twitter account. So here guys, the caption which you are adding in your Instagram profile, you have to make sure that the caption is less than the 280 characters. But if not, if you are adding some long captions in your Instagram profile, then there is a way to trim the caption after 280 words inside Pabbly Connect. So how you can do that? We will also see that in this video. So here guys, let's share this post on my Instagram profile first. We have added the caption and the image. Let's click on the share button and it is done. Now we will see that just now on our Instagram profile, we have shared a new post. And after sharing this post, what we are going to do, we will be going back to Pabbly Connect and click on this save and send test request button. After clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received some response. And in this response, you can see the details of the same post which we have just now shared. So here you can see the URL, the media URL, the link of the image which we have shared in this post. Let's copy this link, paste it in a new tab, and then here you can see that we will see the same image which we have just now shared. Then after sharing this image, after getting this image URL, we also get the link, the URL of this post. So let's copy this link from here, go to a new tab and paste it over here as well. So here you can see that we have the link of the same post as well. And after all of this, at last here you can see that we have received the response of the caption as well. The same caption which we have added on our Instagram post is now received inside Pabbly Connect. Now this means the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect and received the response of a new post, the details of a new post from Instagram in our Pabbly Connect workflow. Now here guys, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we have to ensure that the caption which we have received from Instagram, this caption should not exceed the limit of 280 characters. Now here to do so, what we can do, we just have to scroll down, come to our action window, and to make this sure, we just have to use a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called text formatter. So in the action step in the drop-down, select text formatter. After selecting text formatter by Pabbly, in action event from the drop-down, we have to select this action event as truncat. So here the help text says truncate shorten the given string and add ellipse at the end of the string. So using this feature truncate, we can basically using this feature truncate, we can basically shorten the text as well in our Instagram caption and add that same text as a caption on our Twitter tweet. So just click on connect button over here. And after clicking on connect, the first thing it asks us is the text. So that what is the text whom we want to shorten? So here we want to shorten the caption of the Instagram post which we have received. So here guys, we just have to map the same caption over here. And the process of mapping is very simple. Just click on this field and in the drop down below, you can see a list of all the responses which you have received from Instagram. And out of all of these responses, select this response of caption and map it over here. The next thing it asks us is max length. That what is the maximum length of this text we want to receive in response. So we have a limit of 280 characters in Twitter. So for example, we want a max length, or we'll take a max length of, for example, 275. So after 275 characters, it will add the ellipse, the basically 3 dots in the same text. Then it is asking us skip characters. So do we want to skip any kind of characters in the same text? If you want, you can just enter the skip characters over here. And then it is also asking us append ellipses. So do you want to add the ellipses, the 3 dots by the end of the text or not? So we want to add, so we are selecting true over here. And then here it is asking us append ellipsis text. So here guys, in the end of the ellipsis, instead of 3 dot, if you want, you can add some kind of text as well, like read more, know more, or anything like that. So if you want, you can also add that kind of text over here. But guys, here you will notice that we also want to mention the link of our Instagram post in the same text. So here let's change the maximum length of this caption to be, for example, 200 characters. This is the max length we want. After this, the the 3 dots will be added in the caption, which we will be adding in our tweet on Twitter. After this, just click on the save and send test request button. And here in response, you can see that here we have received this response. Now, because the caption which we have entered in this Instagram post is only of 177 characters. So here guys, that is because you can't see any change over here. But if you write any of the caption after adding this step, if you write any of the caption of more than 200 characters on our Instagram profile, then automatically using this truncate feature of Pabbly Connect, the 3 dots will be added after 200 characters, and with the same caption with the 3 dots, we will be sharing a tweet on our Twitter profile. And you can actually change the length of the text as well in the same truncate feature. Now after changing or formatting the caption, what we have to do? We just want to create a tweet. We just want to share this Instagram image on our Twitter profile. So just click on this add action step button, and then here in choose app, search for Twitter. Select Twitter. And then in action event from the drop down, select the action event as create tweet with media. Just select it, click on connect, and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Twitter account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Twitter button. And then here, because we have logged into our Twitter account in our browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account. Just click on this authorize app button, and now we will see our Twitter account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, it is basically asking us 3 different things. And first thing it asks us is the message. And in this message section, we have to enter the text, the caption of our Instagram profile, which we want to share on Twitter with the image. So here guys, we have received this caption from Instagram. This is it. And using this truncate feature of Pabbly Connect, we have also restricted the character length of this caption as well. Now after this, from this response of this truncate feature, we have to map this same response over here. So just click on this field, and from the drop down from text formatter responses, select this response of truncated text. Now after this, we also want to mention the link, the URL of our Instagram post. And we have also received the permanent URL of our Instagram post in response from Instagram in the trigger window. And this is it. And we also want to map the same response over here. So after adding this caption of our Instagram post in our tweet, we just have to, in the next line, we just have to mention or map the response of Instagram link. Just click and map it over here. Now after this, the next thing it asks us is the media file URL. That what is the URL, what is the link of the image which we want to share on our Twitter account. So just click on this field, and from the drop down from Instagram responses, select this response of media URL. Just select it, and it will be mapped over here. So whatever image we are going to share on our Instagram profile as a new post, with the same image, a new tweet will be shared on our Twitter account. And at last, in media category from the drop down, select image. After mapping all of these details, just click on save and send test request button. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the image whose link we have mapped over here with this caption and this post link, a new tweet is being shared on our Twitter account. So let's check it. We will go to our Twitter account. We'll just refresh our Twitter page once. And yes guys, here you can see that the same image which we have just now posted on our Instagram profile is shared as a new tweet on our Twitter account. So the message in this tweet says, watching the sunrise at the beach is a reminder that every day is a fresh start. Take a deep breath and let the warmth of the sun fill you with positivity and hope for the new day. And after that, here we can see the link of the same Instagram post. Just click on this link and it will take us to the Instagram profile. So in this way guys, you can see that just now we have created this automation workflow using which you can automatically share or post the same image which you have shared on our Instagram profile on our Twitter account as a new tweet. And you can also add the same caption in the Instagram profile link as well. Now guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation once. We are going to create another post on our Twitter account. Just click on this create button. Let's select the image, and here is the image. After selecting our image, let's add the caption as well. So I have already copied the caption, and this is a pretty long caption. So because we have added this truncate feature of Pabbly Connect, we will see that Twitter allows only 280 words of caption or the tweet in the character text in Twitter per tweet. So, but here you can see that the caption which we have is of 324 characters. So let's see how this caption is converted into a tweet using this truncate feature. Click on the share button. So just now we have shared a new post on our Instagram profile, a new image. And we will see as we share this post on our Instagram profile, within 10 minutes, a new tweet will be shared on our Twitter account with the same post and the same caption. And also we will include the link, the URL of our Instagram post as well. So let's wait for 10 minutes. And guys, it usually takes 10 minutes because the connection between Instagram and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. Now this means every 10 minutes, Pabbly Connect will get the details of our updated post or updated data from our Instagram profile inside Pabbly Connect workflow and trigger this automation workflow. So here guys, let's wait for 10 minutes over here. Okay, so it's been more than 10 minutes now. Let's refresh our Twitter profile once. And yes guys, here you can see that a new post, a new tweet is shared from our Twitter profile. We have the same caption which we have added in our Instagram profile by posting this image. And then this was a pretty long caption. So here you can see that on our Twitter profile, after 200 characters which we have added in this truncate feature, after 200 characters, we have added some ellipses, the 3 dots over here. Instead of these 3 dots, you can add some other thing like read more or no more as well. And here you can see the same image which we have shared on our Twitter profile, and also you can see the link of our Twitter post as well in the same tweet. So when you will click on this link, it will take you to our Instagram post. Now this means guys, you can see that our automation workflow which we have created in this video is working absolutely fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Tumblr photo post when new media is posted in Instagram. Now suppose guys you are an active Instagram user and you have a huge community on Tumblr as well. And on a regular basis, you have to share some posts on Instagram and Tumblr as well. And creating the same post on multiple platforms can be a repetitive and time-consuming task for you. So let me tell you, you can actually automate this process. So using this automation, whenever a new post will be shared on your Instagram account, automatically the same image will also be created or shared as a new post in your Tumblr profile as well. You can post the same image, the same caption, and also if you want, you can add the link, the URL of your Instagram post as well. Now how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on my Instagram account. Now here I want that whenever I post a photo on my Instagram profile, I also want to create the same post in my Tumblr profile as well and share it over there. Now to do this, first we have to connect Instagram with Tumblr. And to do this, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration platform. So here you can see that we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard, and to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Instagram to Tumblr. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Instagram account, our Instagram profile with Pabbly Connect, so that every time we share a new post on Instagram, the same post can be received inside Pabbly Connect workflow as well. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send those same details to Tumblr so that using those same Instagram post details, we can create a post in Tumblr as well. So let's begin. Now here in trigger window, in choose app, search for Instagram. Select Instagram for business. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select new media posted in my account. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now guys, we have to connect our Instagram for business account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Instagram button. And because we have already logged into our Instagram account in our browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account and make the connection. And after making this connection, it is asking us Instagram account to use. And here in the drop down, you can see the same Instagram account which we have just now connected. Now after this, when you will click on this save and send test request button, instantly the details of the most recent post, the latest post, the last post which we have created on our Instagram profile, the details of this post will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So let's click on save and send test request. And yes, here in response you can see that the details of the same post are received. Here you can see our username. We will scroll down. Here you can see the link, the URL of the image which we have posted. Let's copy this image from here, go to a new tab and paste it over here. And here you can see that the same image which I have posted on my Instagram profile, the last post, is received inside Pabbly Connect. Then we will scroll down further. You can see the link, the URL of our Instagram post as well. So copy this link from here, paste it, and it will take you to the same post on our Instagram profile. And here you can see the caption of the same post, the same caption which we have added with this Instagram post. So here guys, we can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our Instagram for business account with Pabbly Connect and received the details of a last post, recent post from Instagram in our Pabbly Connect workflow. Now let's move to the next step. And in step 2, what we want to do, we want to create an image post in Tumblr with the same details. We have to share the same image with the same caption on Tumblr. For that, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, search for Tumblr. Just select it. And then in action event from the drop down, select the action event as create photo post. Now here you also have an option to create the text post, audio post, or link post, quote post, chat post, all of those things. But because we usually post images on Instagram, so we are going to create the photo post. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here at this step, we have to connect our Tumblr account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this connect with Tumblr button. And then in the same way, here you can see that because we have already logged into our Tumblr account as well, Pabbly Connect has detected that account and it is asking us for the authorization permission. Click on allow and we will see our Tumblr account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, here it is in the drop down asking us for the blog. Basically, in which blog on our Tumblr account we want to create this photo post. So here on my Tumblr account, right now I have only one blog named as Pabbly over here. So you can see the same blog over here. Then after that, the next thing it asks us is the photo. And here in photo section, we have to enter the URL, the link of the image which we want to post on Tumblr. So we have received the link of the image which we have posted on Instagram in the trigger window response of Instagram for business. And from these responses, we have to basically map the same response of media URL over here in this field of photo. And guys, the process of mapping is extremely simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down below, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Instagram of the recent post. Just select this link response of media URL and it will be mapped over here. Now after this, it is asking us for the caption. So we have also received the caption from Instagram. Here's the response of caption. So we will map the same caption, same Instagram caption in this caption field. Just click here and from the drop down, select the response of caption and map it. Then it is asking us click through link. And the help text says the URL someone is taken to when they click on the photo. So here you also have an option to embed or add any kind of click-through link that whenever on Tumblr, the user will click on this post, this image on our Tumblr account, that person will be redirected to a particular link. So let's say we wanted to mention the link of our Instagram post. So here we have the link of our permanent link of our Instagram post. Let's map that same link over here, so that whenever a user will click on our Tumblr post of the same image, they will be redirected to our Instagram post. Then after that, it is giving us an option of tags. And here you can add multiple tags with comma separated values. Like for example, we are creating this post on Tumblr from Instagram. So I want to create a tag as Instagram. So this is the tag I want to give all the posts I create using this automation. Then you have an option to add custom URL. So I don't want to create any kind of custom URL. So I'm just ignoring it. And at last, it is asking us for the state. So from the drop down, here you can see that we have options published, queue, draft, private, and approved. We have 5 different states in which we can create a post. Either you can directly publish it, you can queue it, you can keep this post in draft, you can keep it private or unapproved. If you want to directly publish it, you can select it. So let's take an example that I want to directly publish the post which I have shared on Instagram on Tumblr. So we have selected the state as published. And after that, just click on this Save and Send Test Request button. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received a response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the post whose details we have mapped over here, this image with this caption and this click-through link, a new post has been published on my Tumblr profile which we have connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's see. We will go to our Tumblr account and refresh our profile page once. And yes guys, here you can see that the same image which we have posted on our Instagram account is now posted as a new post, a new image post in my Tumblr profile. And here you can see the same caption which we have added in our Instagram post. Escape to your own private oasis in the middle of the sea. Here you can see the same post, and also we have added the link, the click-through link over here. When the user will click on this link on the Tumblr post, they will be redirected to our Instagram post over here. So here you can see that the automation workflow which we have created in this video using Pabbly Connect, this is working perfectly fine. Now every time a new post will be shared on our Instagram account, automatically the same post will be shared on our Tumblr profile as well. Now guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation once in real time. We will go to our Instagram profile and we are going to create a new post. Just click on this create button. Let's upload a file. This is a post I have. Click on open, click on next, and let's add a caption. A beautiful sunset from a beach. This is the caption which I want to give. Click on share. And that is it. Just now we have created a new post on our Instagram profile. So let's refresh it and here you can see the same post over here. Now after this guys, after sharing this post, what we can do, we just have to wait for 10 minutes over here. Now because the connection between Instagram and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection, so in this type of connection, it basically takes Instagram and Pabbly Connect to sync, and then every 10 minutes Pabbly Connect will go to Instagram and check for that whether we have updated a new post on our Instagram profile or not in last 10 minutes. And if we have updated the post, it will get the details of that post and this automation workflow will trigger. So here guys, let's wait for 10 minutes and then we are going to check our Tumblr profile. Okay, so we have successfully waited for 10 minutes. Now let's check our Tumblr profile. We will go to Tumblr. We will refresh our Tumblr profile. And yes, here you can see that the same image, exact same image which we have just now posted on Instagram is now posted as a new post or is published as a new post in Tumblr. Here you can see the same caption which we have added, the same tag hashtag Instagram which we have added in Pabbly Connect, and you can see the same link of the Instagram post. When you will click on this link, it will redirect it to the same post which we have shared on Instagram. Now this means guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine and we have tested this automation in real time. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to send Microsoft Teams channel messages for a new Instagram post. Now suppose guys you have an organization, you own a business and you want that whenever a new image is shared, a new image is posted on your official Instagram account, you want to send a message notification to your team members on your Microsoft Teams so that they can be also updated that a new post has been shared on Instagram. But the manual process of sharing a post on Instagram and then manually sending the notification or post details into Microsoft Teams channel is very much repetitive and time consuming. So let me tell you how you can automate this process. So in this automation, the trigger will be sharing a new post on our Instagram account. And then action will be, as we share this new post, automatically a channel message will be sent on our Microsoft Teams channel and update our team members regarding the new post which we have shared with its link also. So guys, how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Instagram account. And here guys, I want that whenever we post or we share a new post on our Instagram profile, automatically a message will be sent on our Microsoft Teams account as a notification that a new image has been posted on our official Instagram handle. Now to make this happen, we have to connect our Instagram account with Microsoft Teams. And to do this, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is the automation and integration platform. Now here guys, you can see that we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Instagram to Microsoft Teams. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect so that every time a new image is posted on our Instagram account, the same image details will be received inside our Pabbly Connect workflow as well. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send the details of that new post, like the caption and the link of that post as a message on our Microsoft Teams channel. So let's see how it is done. So here in Trigger window, in Choose App, search for Instagram. Select Instagram for Business. After this, in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select New Media Posted in my account. And then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this Connect with Instagram for Business button. And we will see, because we have already logged into our Instagram account in our browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account and make the connection. After making this connection, the only thing it asks us is to Instagram account to use. So it is most likely possible that you may have logged into multiple Instagram accounts. And in drop down, you can see a list of all the accounts. Right now, I have logged into only one account named as Joe. So here guys, in the drop down, you can see the same account over here. Just select your Instagram account. And after this, when we will click on this Save and Send Test Request button, the details of the most recent post, the last post which we have shared on our Instagram profile, will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So here guys, in my Instagram account, here you can see that this is the last post, the most recent post which I have shared, and this is what the caption is. So when we click on this Save and Send Test Request button, the details of this post will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So let's do this. Click here. And then here in response, you can see that we have received some details, some response from Instagram. And when we will scroll down to this response, you will see this is the response of the same image, the same post which we have shared on Instagram. Here you can see the response named as permanent link. And when you will just copy this link and paste it in a new tab, you will see the same Instagram post will open in front of us. Also, when we will scroll down to this response, here you can see that we have also received the text or the caption of the image as well, the caption of the Instagram post as well as it was posted on our Instagram profile. And also we have the timestamp that at what date and time this image was posted on our Instagram profile. So guys, here you can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully connected our Instagram account with Pabbly Connect and received the details of the recent post, the latest post which we share on Instagram in our Pabbly Connect workflow. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to send the details of this most recent post from Instagram which we have made on our Microsoft Teams channel. And to do this, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in Choose App, search for Microsoft Teams. Just select it. And then in action event from the drop down, Here you can see a list of different action events over here. Out of all of this, we have to select the action event as send message in a channel because we want to send a message on our Microsoft Teams channel. Then just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Microsoft Teams account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to click on this connect with Microsoft Teams button. And here we will see, because we have already logged into our Microsoft Teams account as well, Pabbly Connect has detected the Steam account and it will ask us for the authorization. So just scroll down and click on accept over here. And when we click on accept, we will see our Microsoft Teams account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the team. So in the drop-down below, here you can see a list of all the teams which we have created in our Microsoft Teams account can be seen over here. Out of all of this, you have to select the team that in which team we want to send this notification for the Instagram post. So I have this team named as Pabbly Connect, and in this particular team, I have this channel named as Pabbly Team. So in this particular channel, I want to share the notifications of new posts which we share on Instagram. So I'm going to select this team named as Pabbly Connect. And after that, here in channel, in the drop down, you can see a list of all the channels which we have created in that particular team. So here guys, we'll select the channel in which we want to send the message. After selecting the channel, in the last column, here it asks us the message that what is the actual message which we want to send on our Microsoft Teams channel. So I want my message to be, for example, hello team. Okay, so this is the kind of message which I want to send on my Microsoft Teams channel. Hello team, we have just now shared a new post on Instagram. After this, here I want to mention the caption of the post which we have shared, and I want to mention the permanent link of the post. By clicking on that link, the users will be redirected to that particular post which we have just now shared on our Instagram account. So here we have received the caption and the permanent link of the post which we have shared from this Instagram responses when we share a new post on our Instagram profile. So from these responses, guys, first we are going to map this caption in front of caption which we have received, the response of caption, and then we are going to map this response of permanent link as well. So let's see how it is done. So the process of mapping, guys, is very simple. Simply click on this field, and in the drop down below, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Instagram for Business of the most recent post. When we share a new post on Instagram, you will get all of these details. And from these responses from the drop down, select the response of caption and map it over here. After mapping the caption, here it is asking us for the link. So here guys, we have to map the link. So just click here, and from the drop down, select the response of link and map it over here. So in this way, all the details of a new post which we receive from Instagram, one by one, or the same details will be mapped over here in the message which we sent on our Microsoft Teams channel. And after creating this message and mapping all the required details, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows, guys, that the message which we have created over here is been sent on our this channel in our Microsoft Teams account. So let's check it. We are going to check this particular channel Pabbly Team in our Microsoft Teams account. We'll go to Microsoft Teams, and yes guys, here you can see that by the same user account which we have connected of Microsoft Team inside Pabbly Connect, with the same user, a message has been sent on our Microsoft Teams account. The message says, hello team, we have just now shared a new post on Instagram. And here you can see the same caption of the Instagram post which we have shared while sharing this post, while creating this post on Instagram. And after that, here you can see the link of that same post over here. So when we'll just copy this link and paste it in a new tab, you will see the same post will open in front of us over here. So this means, guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever a new media will be posted on our Instagram account, automatically with the same details, the link of the post will be shared as a message on our Microsoft Teams channel as a notification to our team members. Now guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once in real time. We are going to share a new post on our Instagram profile. Just click on Create button. Now let's select a photo or the video from the computer. Just click on the Select from Computer, select the image which you want to post. So this is the particular image which I want to post. Click on Next. Click on Next once again, and let's add a caption. For example, I want to add the caption as, we are testing this automation. And after adding this caption, let's click on share over here. So we will see just now we have shared a new post on our Instagram profile. And as we share this post, we will see within 10 minutes, a message will be sent with the same post details as a notification on our Microsoft Teams channel. And it approximately takes 10 minutes because the connection between Instagram for Business and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. And in this type of connection, guys, Pabbly Connect will check for new update, new shared post on our Instagram account every 10 minutes over here. This trigger will be fired for every 10 minutes. So let's wait for a few minutes and then we will check our Microsoft Teams account. Okay, so we have successfully waited for a few minutes over here. Now let's check our Microsoft Teams account. And yes, guys, here you can see that just now a new message is shared on our Microsoft Teams account. The message says, "Hello team, we have just now shared a new post on Instagram." And here you can see the caption, "We are testing this automation." And when we'll just copy this link from here and paste it in a new tab, we will see the same Instagram post which we have just now shared is open in front of us. Now this means, guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working absolutely fine. And using this automation, whenever we are going to share a new post on our Instagram profile, automatically a message notification will be sent on our Microsoft Teams channel with the same post details. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation workflow, you can do it for absolutely free.
Hello everyone. Today we will learn how to send new Instagram photos via email. So if you are handling an Instagram account and you want your head to be notified with an email about the new post that you have created on your Instagram, then you can create an automation for this purpose. We can do this with the help of Pabbly Connect. We are going to create an integration where our trigger will be the new image uploaded on Instagram and our action will be to send a notification mail. Let us learn how to do it. So let us suppose that you want to send your team lead a notification email about the new post that you have just created on your Instagram. So we can create an automation rather than sending the notification email to your head every single time you create a new post. So we can create the post or we can create the automation with the help of Pabbly. This is the landing page of Pabbly. Let's quickly sign in into our account. And this is the page where you can see all the applications provided by Pabbly to you. We are going to use Pabbly Connect to create the automation today. Click on Access Now. Now, when you reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, because you're going to create a fresh new workflow, so we will click on this button, Create Workflow, on your right side and give a suitable name to your workflow. I am going to name it as Send Email Notifications for New Instagram Post. Click on Create and then you will be forwarded to this page where you can see a blank workflow. You are given two windows, trigger and action. You can add more windows like this to it. Now, trigger window is the one where you perform an event over here. Like we are going to post a picture on Instagram, that is going to be your trigger. And the action will be to send the notification of an email. So let us choose our trigger application as Instagram. And the event will be a new post. So new media posted in my account. So for that, for Pabbly Connect to know if you have posted a new picture, you need to connect your Instagram account to your Pabbly Connect. So click on Connect and then add new connection. Connect with Instagram, and because you already have opened your Instagram like this over here in a separate tab, it will automatically detect and just click on Allow to give access to your Instagram account. Now Pabbly Connect has access inside your Instagram account. Do not worry, it's 100% safe. Whatever trigger event is given over here, only that much data has to be captured by Pabbly Connect. Nothing else, neither less nor more. So now we will click on Save and Send Test Request, and in the meantime we will post a picture over here or create a post over here. Okay, click on Save and Send Test Request, go to Instagram, and then now we will create a new post. Click on Create, select from computer, select the picture, open it. If you want to do any settings, next, this is a sunflower is the caption that I'm giving, and share. So now soon it will be shared,
And this information along with the picture URL, the image URL will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So let us go back and see if a response has been captured or not. See, here you can see a response has been captured. So let us see what is the response. See, this is the image, this is the caption, it's a sunflower, and these are two media URL given. See, first is the media URL, which means this URL is for the image, and this is the URL given to you for the Instagram post. Okay, so for now we will save this and move ahead. Close this trigger window, and now we will move ahead with our action application, that is going to be Gmail. And our trigger event will be to send an email. Click on connect because you have to connect your Gmail also, so that Pabbly Connect can give command to Gmail to send an email. So connect your Google account, click on allow, give access, and here it's connected. Now you have to fill in certain details which are required to fill whenever you compose an email. So recipient email address, the sender name, email subject, and email content are the some important ones that you need to fill. So the very first important thing is recipient email address, that is the destination. So you will enter the destination of your head. Okay, so like your team lead email address is this. Okay, this is the email address. We entered a static email address over here. We did not map it from the previous step. Why? Because first of all, if you see the response over here in your trigger application, there was no email address mentioned. Secondly, you want one specific person to get notified about the new Instagram post. So you are entering that. If you want more people to be added to it, you can put a comma and start adding more email address over here. Or one more thing you can do is to enter that email addresses in CC and BCC. Okay, now sender name is Instagram handle team. Okay, this is the sender name, because if you are a part of the Instagram handling team, then this is the sender's name. Now email subject is new post on Instagram. Okay, this is the subject. Now email content is plain or HTML, it's plain. Now what is the email content? First of all, you will type dear sir, comma, and put a slash and n. When you put a slash and n, whatever you're going to write after n, it will appear in the next line. Okay, so slash and n does the work of the enter key on your keyboard. So this is a... After you put slash and n, you have to map the URL and the name also. So this is the caption, you're putting this, and please do not forget to put a double quote here and in the end so that it appears, okay, this was the caption. Put a comma, or you can also put slash and n to also map the link. So you have to add media URL. Okay, so this you've done, and then write slash n and regards. Okay, make sure you completely remember how to use slash n, when and where. Now no file and attachment you are adding over here. Just click on save and send test request and wait for the response from the action application. Now you can see it says done first of all, and the response status says sent, which means it is done. Now we will save this workflow right here, and we will just close this window. And now we will go and check the email address where we sent this notification email. Here you can see Instagram handle team is the new mail received. When you open it, you can see dear sir, and the whole message caption is in double quotes and the link over here with regards. So this is done, which means we were able to send a notification email to your head person. Now see, it's a very easy workflow, two-step workflow only. Trigger as an Instagram and new media posted in my account is the event. Then action as Gmail and send email. Make sure you remember to add all the correct information over here also, and the correct recipient email address, and also fill the fields where required is written over here. Also, do not forget to save your workflows like this. This was the whole video. I hope this helped. Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.